And we on. Salute, fam. What's happening? What's happening? Winston Lee in the building. Salute, bro. We gonna be on long. Gonna chop it up. I wanted to get on last Monday, but I couldn't, man. Couldn't though. We gonna chop it up, man. It wasn't really nothing jumping off of me in the standings. It's week 9, and I posted the picks and the results. We only got 13 fights this week, and the fights is on Wednesday, Thursday. Yep, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 2 fights on Saturday. Not really much jumping. But make sure you get your picks in though. Stay up on them points. Shout out to Eric R. He came in 3rd place. J1 Pro, salute, fam. What's happening, bro? Gil Cole's in the building. Salute, bro. Yeah, shout out to Eric R. though. He was tied for 3rd place. He hit this week. Hip hop #1 up in the top 10. Trey X up there, D-Lo. I came in 18th, y'all. I'm doing horrible, man. Overall, I'm probably down there in the 50s. But make sure y'all get y'all picks in, man. Stay up on them points. It'll hurt you miss a week. At least get them in, you can stay up on some points, though. Geneva Warren in the building. Salute, sis. Winston Lee said, I'm in a slump. Said, on the picks, F it. Hey, I'm in a slump, too. I'm right with you. I'm still swinging, though. You know what I'm saying? We get pieced up by Geneva Warren and all in. We getting pieced up. I'm way down there. But you live to fight another day. We get some get backs though, man. Can't win them all. Somebody already beat me out my decision titles. I tied with Trey for 1st place one season, then came back and hit him on the solo tip the next. I ain't been right since. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy waking up in these silk sheets, man. With the least head. Gotta be in it to win it, for sure. Definitely gotta be in it to win it. Yeah, ever since motherfucker won those, man, I ain't been right, Winston Lee. I've been out the game. Geneva Warren said, I'm in a slump myself. I guess it happened to the best of us, huh, sis? J1 Pro's laughing at me and shit. Yeah, man. You can't be celebrating too long, man. Can't be celebrating too long. You get your celebration on, gotta get right back to work. Gil Cole said, I need to be in the top 10 this week. We got 13 fights. So you definitely got to be on your A game. And you really no familiar fighter, so you're going to have to do your homework. You know what I'm saying? That's been my problem. I haven't been able to get up in that film, man, and see about these fighters I don't know. I just picking up the records. Some of my picks, I'll be hoping for an upset. Try to get past, get some points up on some of them heavy hitters like Geneva Warren and Jesse Aguilera and Mark Hammer and all them. They ain't been working out for me. Big boy, salute, fam. He said, what's up, y'all? Hope everyone is well. All is well, fam. Hope everything's well on your end. Hey, but yeah, I might as well just chop it off, get it off my mind. Old Spence activated the rematch clause, so we definitely gonna be getting to seeing that. I know some people not interested, but I am. I'm always interested in seeing the man get his get back. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. I ain't running away from none of my fighters. They take an L or two L's. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. At least he ain't get up in there against no bum and take no L. He's daring to be great. But I'm definitely a fan of fighters avenging their L, and it looked like I'm about to get what I want. You know, I hope Earl hold up his end. You know what I'm saying? We can get a trilogy. That'll be something interesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's at 54 or 47. But man, we get his get back. That's all that really matters to me. But look like we're gonna get to see it though. That's a plus. Miss Lex in the building. Salute, sis. Charles D. Salute, bro. So what's good with it? Shit, just chopping it up, man. I had missed last week. I wanted to talk about them that so-called low blow. I don't think that was a low blow, y'all. I think that was right on the belt line, man. I think they gave Usyk one. That the boy at first I thought it was kind of, you know what I'm saying, mediocre. But then rewinding it, he hit him right on the belt line. I see Fury was making fun of Usyk and shit, talking about his shorts was high. I thought that was a hilarious post. Hilarious. But yeah, Usyk got away with one, man. He definitely was done. He was down past 10. And it was a good shot. But like I said before though, the boys did let down the way, the boys did give away the fight though. You know, he didn't press up on the gas. Um, he got gassed out and got taken advantage of. Charles D said, "Nigga D swinging these last 2 weeks." um, Fury. Yeah, Fury was clowning his ass though, but I thought that was a low blow. What y'all thought about it though, man? Did y'all take be able to go back and check that fight out if y'all didn't watch it? That was something I wanted to talk about last week. Didn't get a chance to. Charles D said aiming wild low. Oh, so you thought it was a low blow? That belt line though, that when you covering up your navel, you ain't supposed to cover. You're supposed to be able to see your navel, and that's it's up to the judges. I mean, the judges, the referee, to establish a belt line. And normally, if your navel is covered, your belt line is right there. You know what I'm saying, up under your trunk line. That's what I would have estimated, but it looked fair and clean to me. He said, "No, belt line." Yep, I agree. Big boy said, "LOL." He said on the he said on the foul protectors is a foul. He said if the ref counted it, Usyk may have stopped acting and got up. He probably would have, but he looked real hurt to me though. I don't think he was really acting. He didn't like it to the body. He didn't like it to the body, but he probably would have. He probably would have got up and still been hurt. Try to stay away from him until he recovered. I ain't gonna question that part of it, but I think it was a good play shot. Charles D said Andrew Galata Jr. and shit fought epic. J1 Pro said everyone hit the like button one time. Most definitely appreciate it. But yeah, I ain't questioning his heart. I just thought it was a good blow. Knocked the wind out of his ass. Bill Cole said that body shot hurt Usyk. Yeah, man, I agree. At first, I thought I didn't get to see that his shorts was that high. So I was thinking maybe he established the ref about the establishment. That's what made me think about the establishment, because they normally do that when the ref can't see the belly button, he establishes his own belt line, and normally it'd be where the hem of the trunk's at to the top, and that's exactly where he hit him at. Big Boy Boxing said you can see the top of Usyk's navel, and the punch was below it. He said at the best it was borderline, and the ref made the call. I didn't see it in the slow motion replay. I didn't see. I thought his shorts was kind of too high. That nigga navel that high, man. Something he deformed or something. I wonder why he couldn't take that shot. But yeah, I thought it was a good clean shot. I think it was right there at the line. But I think Trey said he wanted to come through. Eric R, salute, fam. I was just talking about you, man. Congrats on that third place finish this week. See, he was tied with third place. I saw some other things, man, while I'm in here freestyling. I saw that my boy Plant want to see Charlo in the ring. That'll be cool to see. I wonder what since he's doing the calling out, I wonder if he gonna go down to 60 or Charlo will go to 68. But that's another fight I like to see. I'm hoping Andre and Benavidez fight go through. I'm seeing things like sign the contract and shit. Big Boy said no doubt Usyk don't like it to the body. He said, but you gotta hit him above the belt to cash in on that weakness. He said you hit the belt, you risk being pulled up. You risk being pulled up for it. Yeah. Hey. Excuse me, y'all. I ain't saying that the rep perfect. Or I just think that Usyk got away with it. He got away with one. He got away with one, man. Yeah, I didn't get to see the establishment of the belt line or none of that. I'm just looking at the punch and where it was placed at. It's just Boxer said salute to the corner. Salute, fam. Eric R said, I was mad thinking my picks ain't get put in. Then scrolled up and saw I was in third. Yeah, you was in third. Pulled it off. Pulled it off like a bug. This week we got 13. Right there, y'all. Excuse me. This week we got 13 fights to choose from. So it ain't gonna be that many points. So motherfucker gonna have to be on this shit. Definitely got to be on your shit this week. But and the fights, like I said, them fights, y'all. I don't know if everybody was in when I said it. Them mugs on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 2 fights on Saturday. On Wednesday, they're on Pro Box TV. It's a YouTube channel. And Thursday, they're on the Zone. It's only one fight on that card that's on the list. Then Friday, they're on RCC Boxing on YouTube. I don't think I got that channel. I haven't seen that. And then it's only gonna be on ESPN Plus. That's the one Trey want to call. Oh yeah, that just reminded me about the ESPN. Y'all know the ESPN and Spectrum not getting along right now, so they snatched ESPN off Spectrum. So a lot of it's gonna be kind of hard unless we're gonna do it on the app, on the ESPN Plus app. But me and Trey got Spectrum. I don't know if they snatched it off Direct TV or not, but ESPN ain't no longer on Spectrum for now. I ain't checked it today to see if any new updates. Do anybody know? Do anybody know if ESPN back on Spectrum? I don't know what they got going on. It's a little message talking about we tried to negotiate and keep prices fair or something. But no Sports Center or nothing on my TV. A lot of y'all probably got Direct TV or something. But I hope they're gonna be putting them mugs on the app, because sometimes the main fight be on TV and the undercard and prelims and stuff like that be on the app. Then vice versa. So I don't know how it's gonna work out, man, till they put it back on Spectrum. They we gonna most definitely try, but I don't know if y'all got Spectrum or some of y'all got Direct TV. Let me know if y'all got ESPN, or try to turn to ESPN and see if y'all got Sports Center or not. The link should be pinned to the top of the chat, y'all, if y'all want to get on. Yeah, it's up there. Big boy, how about what cable company you got, Eric or Big Boy Gil? Let me know something. Everybody must be busy. It's just about to say it's still on Sling TV. What's that, an app? What's Sling TV? Gil said, I just got Spectrum Internet. Yeah, I got the internet and the cable. Let me see. Oh, it's an app? I got the ESPN Plus app on my TV, so I know I can watch it on there. Charles D said cable provider Sling is just different. Oh, it's a cable provider? It's an internet cable, basically. Hip hop number one, salute, fam. Came up in the top 10 this week. Said salute, Marlo, the people in the chat. He said, you mean to tell me I gotta get my picks in crispy on Wednesday? Yep. You ain't got that much time, man. Wednesday, we got fights on Wednesday, so you only got today and tomorrow, or any time before the first card. Nope. That shit ain't on. I ain't know Sling. I'm gonna look and see if they got that shit around here. It said the Walt Disney Company, the owner of this channel, has removed their programming from Spectrum. We apologize for the inconvenience and are continuing to negotiate. We offer Disney a fair deal, and yet they continue to demand an excessive increase. In 2021, Disney pulled their programming from YouTube TV customers. Disney pulled from Dish and Sling customers in 2022, and now, right as football season kicks off, they pulled it from Spectrum. Huh? Yeah, that's what it say on where it's supposed to be ESPN channel. Basically, the impact to customers is consistent to the past practices from Disney. No matter who you get your services from, Yeah, they snatched that shit, man. Oh, he said it's in selective air. MZ, salute, fam. What's happening? Eric R said, he said, I just got off work. He said, I got the fire stick. Okay, bet. Salute, MZ. He said, what's great? Just chopping it up. Ain't really nothing to talk about. I was just trying to catch up. Last week I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. You know, it's old news, but I just got it in there, got it out the way anyway. Ms. Lexlex said, since they's mentioned Bomac maybe nominated for Trainer of the Year, I see a lot of seasoned boxers, former champions, are following him on social media. Bomac ain't. They probably like how he was breaking this shit down in the corner, man. Bomac pretty different in that corner. He be seeing some shit. Derek Bailey, salute, bro. What's happening? Even though it's 4 motherfuckers in that corner, Bomac is like the most vocal. And that's why most fighters need to listen to their corner more. A lot of them don't be liking to listen. I didn't get to pay attention to Earl in the corner, but their game plan wasn't even prepared for what Bud was bringing to their motherfucker. Now, Bud came out in the southpaw. I didn't see them practicing or preparing for a southpaw fighter, and that was my problem with Derrick James. I think he got beside himself. I don't think he expected Bud to come out in southpaw stand. That's why I be liking to watch everything. It's always good to know your opponent. I think it's a bad thing not to know your opponent. Because you go up in there knowing what to expect and not the other way around. But that was Derrick James' decision, and it cost him. Regardless of what I heard other content creators say about Wade, he didn't look the same and all that kind of stuff. Regardless, he stepped up in the ring. He was there that night, and that's what we saw about him. I don't know what that man was, but he didn't make no excuses. I ain't gonna make none for him. It's gonna take the L. See what's gonna happen later on. MV said, I'm at work, or I would jump on with you. Bet. Appreciate you, bro. Then when Pro said, all these companies raising their prices like money grown trees. Facts. They raising prices, they ain't raising no motherfucking wages. Just trying to rearrange every household. It ain't enough that a motherfucker you giving them views where they can get ad revenue. They getting a lot of money off ad revenue. Them commercials that we see, that's how they get paid. And they talking about raising these motherfucking rates to these motherfuckers. They out their mind. They getting paid buku money for them ads. And we gotta watch them. Normally, hey, y'all know like what's that shit called? Spotify or I forgot the other one offhand. But you know, if you can get those stations for free, but you get ads. But if you pay for the motherfucker, you got the right to not listen to ads. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't the same on TV. We gotta pay for this cable, and we still gotta watch ads. And these motherfuckers talking about raising prices and shit. Miss Lexa said, "Yeah, I hope you don't get caught up over there." Who you talking about, Bomac? Oh yeah, Bomac. Derek Bailey feel what I'm talking about, man. It should be a motherfucker always trying to get in our pocket. Deeper and deeper. Some motherfuckers better get paid the bills, and you know what I'm saying, the rent bills. You motherfuckers trying to raise the bill. Eric R said, it's crazy what a difference a fight makes. See, I remember us thinking Bomac wasn't on shit when Tim Bradley was talking to Bud, but after the Spence fight, I guess he was like, y'all got me effed up. Hey, he was pumped up though, like he was finna fight. And that doing that whole little press conference and shit. Training got a lot to do with the fight though, Eric R. Like, so in these kind of fights, these best versus the best kind of fights, the trainer is really gonna play a factor. Your training camp is really gonna play a factor. Studying your opponent is gonna play a factor. So your trainer is definitely is gonna be a big part. I mean, you got to get in the ring. You in the ring by yourself, but some things that you can't see when you come back to that corner. You know what I'm saying? That your corner should be able to see if you own this shit. Uh, MZ say, how did he get caught up like that? From my Bomac. What you mean? Only thing I read was Miss Lex. She said since they mentioned Bomac, that maybe for training. Yeah, I see at least a season possible. What happened to Bomac, y'all? I thought she was talking about getting caught up in hype because a lot of people was following him. I haven't seen nobody say something happened to Bomac. He locked up. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh, arrested for a loaded gun at the airport? The fuck? He was in the UK though. And they got different gun laws over there too. Eric R said he got caught with a burner. I mean Eric Cooper, my bad, Eric R. And Eric Cooper. He got caught with a burner, huh? Social scientist salute, bro. He said Marlo ain't been in his own Discord, LOL. He got caught with a blicky in his suitcase in the UK airport, man. Damn. I've been in there in and out though. Like I go in there and say salute. Be trying to catch up on all the chat. I've been busy though. I couldn't even get on live on Monday. I didn't know that. That ain't my Discord. That's our Discord, man. J1 Pro said, wait, Bomac locked up? Ain't no way. What he need to take a burner to the UK for though? Hip hop number one, and plus that his concealed carry license don't count over there anyway. Hip hop number one said, thank you. Think he's remanded to early October too. Said I hope somebody get him out of it. UK different. And so it's kind of social scientists said, and the UK don't allow nobody to have a gun, not even the police. Only special police allowed to have guns. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. What he gonna say? He forgot it was in his suitcase. Derek Bailey said, did he go to the UK with a gun? This is just strange to me. Everyone knows the UK gun law is different. Man, that's what I'm saying. That sounds like a dumb move. You see, the first thing I thought was he gonna say he forgot it in his suitcase or something. Oh, got locked up in the UK gun charge. I know he wasn't trying to smuggle no goddamn gun back to the United States. Hip Hop number one said, I'm trying to think how he get in with the gun, but not out. Maybe he got in with it. Maybe he got it in the UK, LOL. And that'd be crazy. J1 Pro said, man, gun laws way different over there. He said, no joke. They real strict. Yeah, they is. Yeah, but hip hop number one, that'd be a bonehead dumb move, man. To even buy a gun over there and try to transport it back yourself, knowing the laws over there. Like you ain't got no. I don't even think they do gun license in the UK. I ain't from there, but just on the laws that motherfuckers been saying, like people can't have a gun, like not even the police. So you would think you can't have a license. I wonder if they still got rights over there. Like, can you at least protect your home? Can you have a shotgun or something over there in your house? But it'd be sounding you can't have a gun over there, period. I will say this though about old Bomac case. You rather get caught with it than without it. If you understand what I mean. Rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. If he was in those kind of situations, I don't know Bomac life, personal life, to even wonder why this man got to carry a gun and shit, especially to a goddamn whole nother country, a whole nother place. Laws is not the same. And I know he old enough to know and understand that. Motherfucker, shit, motherfucker definitely, if he needed a gun to go to the UK, that motherfucker shouldn't have went. Derek Bailey said, unless he flew over private and was coming back commercial, that still would have been stupid though. Because he got that gun, he should have left the gun then. If he couldn't get his private jet back, he should have left the gun out there. Instead of trying to smuggle it, Hip Hop said, yeah, maybe that Derek. Derek Bailey said Bomac was better off having a knife in the UK. Facts. Hey, the motherfucking fights would have been even. I believe that's how them gangsters and shit out there, that's how they put their work in. By stabbing. Doing drive-by stabbings and shit. So the scientist said, where them Spence conspiracy niggas at? He said I need them to come up with something. Did Derrick James plant the gun? Team Spence got moles in the UK. I need something outlandish. If I heard that, boy, I had to screen record that shit and use that shit for a motherfucking short. Talking about Derrick James planted the gun on him. Hip hop number one said somebody said Bomac being putting pressure on Liam Smith because he didn't throw no punches. LOL. People be wilding online. Derek Betty said Spence or Derrick James hemmed up Bomac in the UK. Hey, Derek Betty, one of them talked to him and the other one slipped the thing in the suitcase, huh? Slipped the heat in the suitcase. Eric R said he probably still had bags from the Spence fight. He said, "Oh, I forgot I had that thing on me, man. That was for Derrick James." Shit, that big ass parade they had out there, that celebration, he should have been unpacked. Eric Cooper said, I planted that ish on his ass. Oh shit. Eric Carr said he was at the suitcase with the snacks. Man, Eric Carr said his gun was in the snack suitcase, the one with the family reunion size bag of the cheese doodles. D-Lo be talking about. Damn, man. Big Boy said, man, if Bomac does a lag, I think Bud has enough experience to use his second choice trainer and still do the rematch. Yeah. He ain't got no choice. He ain't got no other choice but to do the rematch. He got 4 trainers though. He got 4 trainers. There shouldn't be no excuse. I know Bomac is his main trainer, is his uncle, his family member, his dog. I mean, I did see the video where he expressed a lot of feelings for Bomac, but I mean, shit happens. He is bonded by a contract to fight. I don't know how bail worked in the UK, so I ain't gonna speak on that. I'm just gonna say I hope he get bail. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's able to get bail and shit. I hope he don't have to sit in there for no months, um, fighting his case or whatever. They holding him to October. Shit, they supposed to be fighting in what, like December or something? I think they supposed to be once he activated the contract. I think they supposed to start be fighting like in December, 3-4 months after. Social scientist said, "Hell, Bug got 3 more trainers in his corner. He good." Yeah, that's what I was saying. Derek Bailey said, "So they hold the Bomac to October." Big Boy said, "I believe the gun was actually Bomac's. If the gun was made or fired, wait, it's actually Bomac's. If the gun was made a fried chicken." Said the gun was made of fried chicken, huh? Hell no. So scientists talking to them, get out y'all business. Derek Bailey said he better call the U.S. Embassy ASAP. Hey, I really didn't know that. I look like I've been missing out on Discord. That's a bonehead ass move, man. Motherfucker, Bomac like pushing 50. He out here thinking he a gangster. He need a gun in the UK for what? He was trying to be the only nigga in the UK with a gun. He just when he got one of them swords from one of them old good ass motherfucking what you call them motherfuckers? Them good forgers. Forged him a nice ass Rambo blade, he'd have been good. He wouldn't have got arrested or nothing. And he would have been good walking them streets. So the scientist say he's 52. I don't know, man. That's just a bonehead move, man. Bonehead move for a guy that got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I hope he good though. Shit, I hope he good. But that's a bonehead move. I don't know what he needed a gun in the UK for. I don't know if he was getting threats and shit. But shit, if it was that motherfucking serious, I don't see why he even went. Keep it real. Stay home. That's where the best protection is at your home. You can't get protect. You can't have no protection over there. Why would you go knowing that you need it and knowing the risk of carrying that shit to the airport? I don't know, man. Some people just don't think. Eric R said Bernie the boxer is gonna get elevated to Bud head trainer. J1 Pro said, "Don't worry, Bomac will be taking everyone cornbread while he in there. He good." That's crazy. You gonna eat your cornbread? Big Boy Boxing said, he said Shirley Bomac ain't that stupid. He said, I see some think it was Liam Smith or old Kenahan connection had something to do with planting the gun. Crazy shit. Whoa. Now that'd be crazy right there. That come out to be true. Uh Big Boy Boxing said time will tell us the real story. Yep. There he said. I think that was the case. Miss Lexa said he's going to slim down really good while locked up. I'm praying for the best though. I know this is tough for his family. This situation makes me think about the female basketball player Brittany Griner. Yeah, for real. That's the first thing I thought about. Like that's what I was saying about the forgot that it was in there situation. But this kind of worse than the Brittany Griner situation. And they treated her like she took a gun over there though. She took a little weed pen or whatever you what's the motherfuckers called? CBD pen. She took a CBD pen. This cat took a whole pistol. Man. Hip hop said he gonna be on that porridge for a month. Straight slop. Hey, they don't got no commissary over there. Can't put no money on his book. Bud and them gonna have to load his books up, man. If they, I don't know how their system works, but over here, Ms. Lexa said, I believe he's diabetic. I hope he gets appropriate health care. Their prison system isn't like ours. Damn. They're not going to create. They're not going to cater to your every need. And that's what I was just finna ask too. He just took it out. Man, he should have been known better than that. He just put himself in a bad situation. His health and everything. I see why the jokes come in talking about the Derrick James distracting while Earl slipped the gun in his bag. Hey yo, fat boy, check it out. Derrick Benny talking about Bud gotta hit his JPay. Man, hey, this is some crazy shit. This is crazy. Then what hip hop said about Canahan or Cohenhan, whatever that dude name is, and Liam probably had something to do with it. That'd be crazy if that come out that somebody actually put it in his bag. They be playing dirty over there. Oh man, diabetic in a messed up prison system, or maybe not even messed up, just behind time prison system. Bad situation for a diabetic or a motherfucker that need a goddamn a shot and a piece of fruit throughout the day. I don't know, man. I hope Bomac ain't that dumb, man. Hope this is some kind of mistake. Big Boy said if he is convicted of the charges, he is doing 5 to 10. Damn, for a gun? 5 to 10 for a gun? Damn, bro. I know out here, if it's your first time, you get probation. But after that, it carries 16 months, 2 years, or 3 years. That man said 5 to 10. And then normally you get the 16 months because the 2 and the 5, those is mid and high term. And you normally not getting a high term unless you know what I'm saying, done did something crazy where they give you the max on that motherfucker gun charge. Like you did a robbery with it or some kind of assault or something. But 5 to 10 just for possession of a firearm. So the scientists said, yeah, they have a minimum 5-year sentence in the UK for a gun. Damn. Shit sounded way more fishier, man. Mob got something to do with it, huh? Tell the boys to track him down and stick the firearm in his suitcase. He shouldn't have came over here fucking with us across these waters. Big Boy said USA is the only first world country that lets its citizens carry firearms without a license. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but some states, Big Boy, you can't carry without no license. Some you can, though. I think like Texas and Florida. Um, it was a couple of other states that I heard. I think it was Oklahoma or something. And I think, if I ain't mistaken, I think Oklahoma, they can carry like extendos and all that shit, 30-round clips and all that shit out there, open carry. But in California, nah, buddy. You gotta have a gun license. I don't think you can have a concealed carry license no more. You gotta have that shit like the glove compartment, and the clip gotta be in the trunk kind of shit. But California got the worst law for guns. That's what I went to jail for, possession of a firearm, a couple times. But yeah, they got the worst. That's how I told you about what they carry. You carry 16, 2, and 3. But the first time you get probation. You'll get probation for your first time. The second time you be looking at some prison time. But it won't be no 5 years though, unless you did a crime with it, like I was saying. Like if you some kind of assault charge, or any kind of crime, really. You know what I'm saying? Just you got the possession plus that, they'll probably give you the 3 years. 3 and some change. But California, man, you gotta have one. Like if you ain't allowed to have, like, you a felon or something, and you ain't allowed to have one, like, you gotta take those chances and have one. I ain't saying open carry or nothing like that. I'm talking about to protect your household. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy in California. Like, motherfuckers do home invasions and shit like that. It's all kind of shit going on in Cali where the average person will need something in their home to protect their family. And if you had made a mistake or whatever, you got any type of felonies on your record, it's kind of difficult to get it is difficult to get a gun license. Even if you ain't been in that situation over 7 years or whatever they tell you can, you still got to go to the courts, and it's still in their hands. You know what I'm saying? You be a black man going up there trying to explain to them why you need a gun. Why you need a gun license. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy also said everywhere but America are strict on those who break their rules. Yeah. Y'all I don't even know if y'all got probation or parole and shit. Where y'all at? MZ said it's bad call. Derek Betty said AZ, Alaska, it's constitutional carry also. Oh, it was AZ is the other one then. I don't know about it. I didn't know about Alaska. Yeah. Them the places that a lot of people in Cali be wanting to move to, or they are moving to. I couldn't go to AZ, man. It's too damn hot. It's already hot where I'm at now. And they say Texas said we can have the fire. We can have the fire without a license. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it was Texas, Oklahoma. I forgot the other place, but Arizona, Derek Betty just said, and Alaska. Oh, Florida was the other place I was saying. I think all of them, yeah, they mostly be having the same laws. I think Florida and AZ and Texas, they mostly be having the same laws. Then Betty said, we don't need a permit here in North Carolina to open carry anymore. Oh, see, North Carolina too then. See, that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be. It's in the Constitution that, you know what I'm saying, every citizen should be able to have some kind of protection in their home. So I don't see why once you make a mistake, that shit get taken away. You're not on parole, as long as you're not on parole and probation and shit. But you know what it is. A lot of y'all should know what it is. Winston Lee said California and New York are the worst in the country with gun sanction laws. Facts. Ms. Lex said he was on his way back to the USA. Yeah, that's why I was laughing when they said that Canahan, whatever his name is. You know, he supposed to be like mafia kind of person or whatever. And they said he probably set him up, him and Liam Smith. But if he did that on his own, man, he wasn't thinking. I don't know what he needed it for, but that was just a bad mistake. But what he got going on right now. Big Boy said same here in NZ in Netherlands. He said 5 to 10 for carrying a loaded gun without a license. Concealable pistols are a big no-no. Oh, so y'all get to have rifles and shit. Well, at least y'all do get a license, man. Big Boy said, you fellas in America need firearms to protect your homes because every motherfucker has one. Yeah, that's true though. That's true. Like even though what the laws are here, motherfuckers still have guns. If they can't have them, they still don't have them. And man, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Motherfucker ain't giving two shits. MD said, better have a gun to protect your house no matter what. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, this household is not one of those people like you even got to teach your children, your little ones, your girl, your nieces. You know what I'm saying? How to use the motherfucker. And they get old enough, they need to go get their shit too. Especially the way shit going on, like that Dollar General situation, church situations. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't really go to church, things of that nature. Hyphy in the building.
Yes, my general. What's up with it?
All right, what on, Hyphy? Everything good? Salute, bro.
Yeah. You know, out here enjoying it.
Yeah, that's right. We just talking about these gun laws and shit. Talking about Bo Mac, man. What you think about Bo Mac?
You already know how it go. You know, Clint Crawford, they messed with the Kennehans and Tyson Fury. So that was basically they was gun smuggling some of Kennehan guns. That's how I look at it. you know how them niggas gonna come with the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, take this suitcase back to America for me.
Yeah.
Bo Mac like, all right.
I mean, I think people got to realize that the U.S. and U.K. relations is like in real positive terms. So they got no problem with allowing Bomac to come back to the U.S. while he basically fight this case because they got good extradition both ways. So I expect sometime in October, whenever he got to go to court, I expect him to be transferred back to the U.S. and they'll go from there.
Oh, they do got bail and shit.
Yeah, and you could go ahead and even if it's international, you could go ahead and bail and just fight your case internationally.
Oh, that's cool.
But that's only with countries that basically on good terms. They got like expedition laws.
Yeah, and UK and United States is pretty much on good terms. We'll see. Winston Lee say Tennessee is a great gun state. So they have a weekend overnight shootout. He said, and you can bring anything to let off.
Hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say rhythmic and perpetual motion. Salute, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so like play like Michigan, like in Detroit, they got it's something, but basically they don't have like a full time staff police force. It's like basically if you got to call the police after a certain time in Detroit, you basically like you got to pay for that if they come out. So yeah, they're not even staffed like that.
That's probably why there's a lot of shit going on how it is. They said they gotta sleep and they got them Timberlands in Detroit.
Yeah.
Miss Lexa said, thanks for the info. Good to know. I hope he can bond out in October. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now we know he can bond out. That shouldn't be no problem. Gil Cole said, I suggest if you can get an AR-15 and go practice. Yep. Yep. Take the children out there and everything, man. Like it's a lot. I know, like the news ain't showing everybody what's going on around the world, so it's not on a lot of people's mind. But it's a lot of little petty hate crimes going on. A lot of little random hate crimes going on around the world. Motherfuckers writing manifestos and all kind of shit on how they feel about the world, and a lot of it is behind Donald Trump, like the Republican Party shit that just happened. Motherfuckers still talking about the election is rigged, all kind of real shit, weird shit. So motherfuckers out there, be careful, man. Keep your head on the swivel.
And people got to be consistent with however you look at this situation, though. Okay, so early in the year, Wilder, he had a case in L.A. He got caught with one. Devin Haney just got caught with one. All right, now it's Bomac having an incident. So however people look at it, opinions, statements, whatever, you got to be consistent.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what these motherfuckers need burners for when they got security. And when you I ain't even gonna say well off. When you making money and your own, you a business and your own, you should have your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Your security taken care of, right? But you ain't got to put yourself in these kind of situations, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying you gotta have 30 motherfuckers with you with a gun. But I mean, if you got the motherfucker next to you with one, you got just as much access to it, you know what I'm saying, as the motherfucker next to you. So I don't know, man. They putting their own self in harm's way. It's kind of strange. No one.
Yeah, and I also feel like whatever they got going on, they need to have I just said like they ducks in a row. It shouldn't be no reason Devin Haney getting pulled over with security, but then basically nobody claiming the gun or it's his handgun. However it go. To me, it's things need to be tightened up in those situations, even just like this one. Look, truth be told, because I didn't heard of cases like this before, it's very possible. Just going through the motions of packing his luggage, he forgot that he put it in there.
All right. Now that can happen. That's the first thing I said earlier. Like, what he gonna say? He forgot it was in there. But at the same time, I wouldn't think that you would forget and you going overseas, knowing how strict the airport is, right? Like right here, you flying private jets here and there, or whatever. You're not really going through the airport like that. But overseas, I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments said that he flew a private jet over there and had to take commercial back. I was saying if I had to do that, I would have left the gun there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but see now, if that's a fact, that's new to me. I heard somebody talking about the whole private jet. I didn't heard people mention that before, but I don't, like, is there any proof or like any official statement on that? Because somebody could just assume, oh, well, how you get the gun over there? He flew a private jet.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was like a for show statement. I think they were just putting a scenario out there.
Hey, but it's possible. I ain't shooting it down.
I just don't see how he put himself in that situation, man. 50-something years old. You know what I mean? 50-something year old diabetic. I don't see how you put yourself in those situations, bro.
Hey, I mean, I feel you on that. Like, how do you make such a bonehead mistake? I understand what you're saying. For example, I had a cousin, he leaving Woodland Hills. Now, Woodland Hills, that's an area you really don't need no pistol like that. But basically, he leaving Woodland Hills in a Range Rover. He driving 2 a.m, the headlights not on, 2 pistols loaded. Now, of course, on any other night, if I try to tell, hey, make sure you turn your headlights on, whatever, he gonna look at me like I'm dumb because like that's stuff that to do. But still,
right.
People end up in these situations. Unfortunately, you ain't ever too old or too good to make a bonehead mistake.
True. Yeah. Especially when you get from setting your ways, you get used to making a mistake. Don't really care. You start to get careless when you get away with certain shit for so long. So that's true.
Yep, I think all of us we call vouch and say we didn't had times in life where we didn't got a little too lax and had a wake up call.
Yeah. Hell yeah. they get that nigga some bail or something.
Hey,
Um,
oh yeah, you got some comments?
yeah, go ahead before I get in the comment.
No, get the comments. I got another topic.
Eric R said, "What up, hype?" MZ say, "I just hope Bomac ends up okay." Yeah, me too. Big boy boxer say because nobody has guns besides farmers and hunters who have to go through rigorous license guns, gun agents and all. I mean, gun errant necessary. He also said baseball bats, steel pipes, or crossbows are enough. He said, or our police don't even carry guns, only in a locked box in their cars. What? Big boy said, don't go overseas carrying guns or weapons. Just as simple as that. Eric R said, he said, we don't know if these trainers are getting paid like that. He said, we assume they rich, but Derek James work a full-time job with a full stable. Do we, I'm trying. I don't know if he worked a full-time job. I heard him say that, but
Well, if we talking about Derek James, we always knew him from being a fitness instructor. Before he, got into like boxing training. Now Bomac, we know him from being a boxing trainer. He did get some type of managerial deal and a promoter deal with ESPN. I think that's still going on. But in this situation, I don't think this is about like no situation where you can't afford security or something. I think this is just some type of like bonehead mistake, that he made.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I go with that one. I don't think no conspiracy theory like Derrick James and Spence put a thing or put a heater in his bag in the suitcase or Conan or none of them. Miss Lex
Okay.
Lex said, I'm certain he has someone that will front him the funds. If he doesn't have it, Bud definitely wouldn't leave him hanging. I don't think Bud leave him hanging either. What you gonna say?
Oh, hey, like you ain't never heard of no case where something dumb like somebody they might have went to the courtroom and like forgot they had weed on them or something.
Man, I heard several of those.
See what I'm saying? I know people that did that. Of course,
I
in your right mind, you would never do nothing like that. But you could forget. Now I know some people saying, well, weed is different to a gun, but shit, we don't know how familiar and comfortable he is with doing whatever he do with guns. Like
right.
you never know. The Wire when Snoop and Chris they riding around with the goddamn nail gun that they use. They was
Yeah,
too comfortable.
thinking nobody was gonna notice it. And they was riding around with the lie and shit in the car and all that. You way too comfortable. Yeah, that's true, man. Motherfuckers do make mistakes. That right there, that could cost them, man. Miss Lexic says someone probably packed his bag for him, maybe a assistant or something. That could be true. Or that was the same bag from the spin fight. Like somebody
Man.
else did in the chat. That was the same bag he had packed for the spin fight and shit. And he just forgot. He forgot that gun was in there.
Yeah, I mean, even though like that, flying even within these states, you ain't supposed to take that through the airport. You got to claim that type of stuff. But nonetheless, I just think it was a bonehead, a lapse, a mental lapse, a very, very bonehead one. But I think that's what it was.
It's possible. We are human, man. I ain't gonna look at him like he just mistake free motherfucker or he perfect. But that is some crazy shit though, man. Nigga probably
Yeah,
slapping himself in the
hell yeah, I would too.
head.
Hey, so something that I've seen popping up on my timeline recently is people say, "Oh, Errol Spence leaving Derek James." You
Somebody
heard
said,
anything about that?
no.
Yeah, that's been floating around for at least like a couple of days. To me, it sounds like nothing but just some rumor seed stuff.
I wouldn't even expect him to leave. I just know that's another mistake. I think I was talking about earlier what I was saying that Derrick James didn't prepare for Crawford to come out in the southpaw stand. The video and shit that they were showing through training camp, it wasn't like they were preparing for Crawford to come out in the southpaw stands. You know what I'm saying? So like that could be a mistake too. Like you can't just throw it all on Derrick James shit. Why Spence ain't speak up like, hey man, I think we need to be preparing for the southpaw stand. You know, like
Man, yeah, and see, to me, I look at it like, that type of performance. I think it's a shared blame all across the board. So like I said, I didn't heard Spence, plenty of quotes and him on camera saying, he felt great having a great training camp and everything. So like I said, that blame go all across the board. But as far as what I'm talking about, this whole possibly leaving Derrick James, me personally, I think I don't think Spence is the type to basically go ahead and leave Derrick just because they took a loss. This ain't just like no regular trainer. He didn't just picked up along the way when he was
right.
already Spence. So I don't see that happening. However this rumor sparked, I don't know what it sparked from. All I know is once you get one big channel that pick it up, they just start making videos off of his title, and it just, you feel me?
Yeah, I don't see it neither, man. That'd be a shocker if that happened. I mean, ain't nothing like having to go back to the drawing board. But if anything, I mean, that's the only mistake that I see. I mean, and I also saying earlier, like you can't give a man no excuses that's not even gonna make excuses for itself. You know what I'm saying? If he taking the L, you might as well just take the L and give your opinion off of what you saw. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it had to do with like Derrick James and Earl said his time, and look how he was missing, and he was missing lunging into shots. Like damn near every time he threw, every time he missed, he was off balance and wide open. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's the only thing we can base our opinions on, not what we think. I mean, you could say he didn't look like himself all you want to, but the man ain't making no excuses. I know he didn't prepare for that. We was talking about that before the fight. Like, what stands you think Bud gonna come out in? Like, I thought that was a factor. Even in my breakdown, I thought that whoever win the Southpaw versus Southpaw would be the key in the fight and would be victorious. And that looked like that was Bud. You know what I'm saying? From round 2 on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see Miss Lexler, she was saying, asking if he leave Derrick James, where would he be going to? I would recommend you don't even, look that far into it, because even that question, that'll make it feel like some people say, okay, well, yeah, he definitely leaving for sure. And like I said, we don't even know that to be true. So to me, it's nothing more than a rumor. I really don't even rock with that type of stuff, all these dumbass rumors and stuff, even if I wasn't picking Spitz.
Yeah, Derek Reddy said he heard that too. He said, but they said it was just a rumor. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see where he'd go to, and it had to be somebody who good with southpaws. You know what I mean? Derrick James learned on the fly to work with a southpaw. It had to be somebody that actually got experience.
Yeah, I mean,
Just to clarify, I'm not saying leave. I'm saying like bring somebody into the camp. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think.
Saying, yeah, we got to keep in mind, Derrick, he was he was a fighter first. So, I mean, he definitely knows something about this boxing stuff. But shit, it's nothing, he ain't too good to be out coached. And we could definitely admit it seemed like his fighter was outsmarted, and like he was out coached. But we talking about just the blame. I mean, we could keep going down the board. Who was Earl's manager? Why would a manager allow a fighter? And I'm not talking about Al Heyman. I'm talking like his like day-to-day manager that he talked to. Why would his manager allow him to hop in the ring, knowing he was like 16 months rusty, going up against a top tier fighter? Al Heyman. Why would Al do that? And we saying, Earl is associated with Showtime. Why would they not protect their future investment? We can share this blame all across the board.
Well, it's gonna only end up back expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he accepted it, and that's just like he's supposed to be doing.
they could damn well be advising him, nah, man, you need a tune up. You know what I'm saying? You need this, you need that. And if you don't want it, you know what I'm saying? They can't make him do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's the attraction. He's the motherfucker that people come to see. So, you know, it's all gonna get pointed right back to him. Eric R said rumors. Why would you leave your coach that close before a rematch? They want pro said those big channels are often the narrative fabricators. That's a fact. And if you give them some pushback, they're gonna block your ass. Block his ass, block his ass. Miss Lex said Derrick James does has his hands full. I haven't seen him with Charlo yet, and he is fighting in 4 weeks. I heard that he working with Roy Jones, y'all. I'm
Oh,
glad.
okay. You talking about Jamal?
Yeah, he working for Charlo fight. He working with Roy Jones. I saw some video too.
Okay, yeah. So she referring to Jamel. Um,
Oh, okay, okay.
Now what I can tell her, and I don't know if this is known quite a bit, but okay. So for Jamel's last fight, he worked with Yohan Guzman, um, in Houston, and he didn't get with Derrick James until 2 weeks leading up to the fight with Brian Castano. So yeah, he spent most of that training camp with Yohan, and by surprise, he looked a lot better. You've seen how he was able to ride the ropes, counter better, so that worked out for him. If I had to guess, I would say he would have definitely been working with Yohan up until sometime after the Anthony Joshua fight, and then, they probably didn't link together now, and now they working on the game plan in Dallas.
Y'all got me all confused. I could have swore that it was the 54 Charlo working with Roy Jones.
Yeah, so Jamal, he is just working with Roy Jones, not being trained by him, but just he went to Pensacola to just get with Roy because they trying to basically get Maul to get his mind right. So this is kind of like a rehab process for him to get him out of Houston, where he trains at as well as lives. So yeah, that's just a process that he going through right now, and they hoping that this could help get him right.
I could have swore like I saw that man on Instagram back with his wife on Instagram.
Okay, now that's basically factual, and just think about it. Why would his wife even be at that Spence fight? During the altercation.
Yeah, she just
So,
got beat up by Charlo baby mama, by the other Charlo baby mama.
oh yeah, I heard they had they
That's
got physical.
that's on video too. The little Charlo girl, I forgot her name, singing or something. She was on top of her, dogging her out. And then,
Yeah,
and then the video I saw this video today. The video I saw today, the brother was FaceTime. The brothers was FaceTiming each other, and he said, "Tell your B." I said, "Shut the fuck up." And it was like she was like, "Why he talking to me like that? What he say or some shit?" I'm like, man, this shit crazy.
yeah. I seen the slap video one time, and that was it. I just watched that whole All Access Crawford and Spence this week. I'm hella late, but for me, what it seemed like is it's looked like that was all their first times being in the same presence together at that the weigh-in or whatever. And to me, that was just a bad timing. Knowing y'all got tensions among each other and running rampant and all that. It was just bad timing for them to come together, and that's why you got what you got.
Yeah, that motherfucker Plant said that motherfucker was the reason why they had did whatever had happened at the thing is because he grabbed his beard once and then asked him if he wanted to fight. Then asked him why he don't hang out with him. Like Plant was basically saying the dude is hot and cold. Like sometimes he cool, sometimes he want to be disrespectful one minute and cool the next. Then he said he grabbed his beard the second time, but pulled it even harder and asked him if he wanted to fight. And that's when I guess he creeped up on him and smacked him. But I don't know what's going through these people's mind, man. That shit sounds so stupid. So
Yeah, now that I would believe.
first he asked why you don't hang, why you ain't cool with me, why you don't hang out with me. Then ask him if he wanted to fight. Then say he ain't ready to fight. Then pull his beard. Then challenge say he don't want to fight, and then put challenge him to a fight. Then pull his beard and walk away. Man, some of these dudes is just crazy. Just crazy, man.
Yeah, I believe it. If we just look at some of the stuff that we've been getting from Jamal over the last at least a year, yeah, it's been a lot of just up and down, inconsistent stuff. So we all would probably say bipolar in this. It's unfortunate, but yeah, he seemed to be very inconsistent in his just who he is. And I mean, before we had already heard that he was going through some mental stuff and he was getting himself together. And now, he being sent to Florida, we see him Spence fighting. We see stuff going on, so he's still like he's not right. He was on Instagram Live, I believe, a couple of months ago. People calling his phone to get him off of IG because he was looking hella crazy. You feel me?
Yeah, he need to stay off IG. Period, man. Stop putting his personal business in the public. Cause people is recording everything he do.
I hate to say this, but for me, just looking at him, his mind state, to me, I don't see a fighter that's gonna fight again. And if he is, it's not gonna be under Ronnie Shields. I think Ronnie Shields care about him enough to not send him out there, even work with him if he not mentally right. And at from me, what I see, I don't see a fighter that's I don't see a fighter in him anymore as far as his mentality. He's just not right.
But you sure can't have one foot in and one foot out. It ain't gonna work. You can't be thinking about what's going on at your household if your old lady got somebody jumping through the window and you in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work. You put to sleep. Miss Lex said, I know it's a rumor. Big Boy said, I didn't like I didn't like when Derek said he thinks athleticism is king and skills don't really matter. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. And Z said, Heike, tell him. Miss Lexa said, that was Maul, that was with Roy Jones. Okay. She also said, that's Texas for you. These dudes something else. Houston. Big Boy said, sounds like some schoolboy bitch ass shit to him. Yeah, it really do, man. If you really like watch what happened when Mel was at his YouTube channel and shit, they wasn't getting along way back then. Old girl Nick hardly ever came to his house. Every time they were on the phone, they were talking reckless to each other. But they got a strange relationship, them two twins and they baby mamas. Real strange. Hold it down for me. I can let my daughter in.
Yeah. So once again, I just feel like whatever friction they got amongst that family, that was the wrong time for them to be coming together at that event. And like I said, that's why we got the result that we got. I know some people they like Maul a lot. I don't got no problem with him. I'm just saying for me personally, I don't see somebody that's gonna return to the ring. And to me, Ronnie care about that boy a lot, and I don't think Ronnie gonna work with him if he ain't mentally right to be boxing. Another thing I'm gonna get with as soon as Marlo come back, I want to talk about this stuff that's transpired with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and Bill, and that's some wicked stuff going on as well. You feel me? Um, they got a weird relationship. It seemed like they didn't known each other all their lives. I didn't see Shakur on camera talking about one time he sparred with Devin, like they was a youth, and Bill gave him $100, and that meant so much to him. And he didn't spend the night at the Haney's house, and he was just uh, shell shocked when he seen how they was living compared to where he lived. So, he didn't had a he didn't knew they didn't know each other for a long time. It seemed like for most of the time that relationship was built on love until maybe sometime when they hit the pros.
They knew each other in the amateurs.
Yeah, like Shakur said this was before they was even teenagers, so long ass time.
Hey, Miss Lex says, I was born ready.
Oh yeah, she ready for that fight.
Yeah, me too.
And so yeah, I wanted to ask you just how you feel about just all this that back and forth going because they had a wild ass social media back and forth. They calling each other parents, bitches, and it's on site when I see you.
Yeah, they gang banging. I don't like that shit. I ain't no cat. I'm kind of hot. Like I was really kind of hot at Shakur for putting out that video of Bill showing them all kind of respect and shit. Like it ain't no surprise. Like Shakur always was that dude in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney was never that dude in the amateurs. He turned. That's why he turned pro early because he wasn't getting shine like that. So for him to put that video out, a Bill like exposing where he stood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool. Like we all know that. Maybe the casuals. Let me change that. A lot of casuals don't know, but we all know that Shakur Stevenson is above skill wise is above Devin Haney, man. From back then, from way back then. It ain't no surprise. And the only thing really I got about it is Bill said they was really trying to want to fight him when it was worth it. Like they trying to hold on to that. Oh, what did you get out that video?
Um. Well, for one, yeah, the video is like you could tell he didn't know that he was being recorded. I mean, oh boy, he holding it from his waist, so he didn't know. I think this was a wild card that Shakur didn't had for a long time, and he was probably just waiting until Bill make him mad enough to press the buttons. But it was Devin that made him mad. This mad. I mean, calling his mama a B and stuff. Some people might want to say, why he bring his parent up or whatever. But y'all got to look at it too. Shakur just called his daddy the same word. So, I mean, it go both ways. Now I am gonna say, yeah, he probably got a reason to be mad at Bill. Bill, he be doing a lot of talking, whatever. Um, the video said, yeah, I took just what you took from it. We know Shakur Denar's been better than him, but I feel like Devin was a pretty good amateur for somebody who didn't go to Olympics and all that, and decide to just take his career pro. What's going to transpire out of the situation? I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's nothing because, I mean, we know Devin Haney ain't, really that type. And Shakur, I didn't seen him beefing with the Haneys for so long, way before he was a champion. This video, we ran into Devin and he didn't want no smoke, and then they friends again, and all this back and forth. So this might just be a roller coaster that we witnessing.
Putting out sparring videos and shit, clipping it to only where he's showing one person getting the best of them, but not the whole thing. They've been through all that kind of stupid stuff. But to the next level to start gang banging and all that, threatening and all that, taking it outside of boxing, that should be weird to me. And then Shakur, Ms. Lexa just said it right here. Shakur Stevenson be everywhere with everybody, smiling. He's everybody's friend. That doesn't sit well with me. It don't sit well with me neither. A lot of these people is strangers, like the mob tie situation when what's his name got killed. He was right there in the middle of all that shit too. Like he could have got hit. His career could have been over. And a lot of motherfuckers he's standing in there with, he don't even know. With the NBA YoungBoy situation, he put himself in the middle of that situation. I guess they got the little umbrella back, but he was the one that was next to Jay Prince, telling him you can come get your stuff back and all that old weird. Just putting himself out there in situations he really shouldn't be involved in. You know what I'm saying? Putting his face on it, putting his name on a bunch of weird shit that he ain't even like that. Like trying to make himself look like he's some kind of gangster, and that shit ain't cool, man. You're gonna get the wrong energy that you don't really want. And you know what I'm saying, whether you can fight or not. He also on video too, fighting in the parking lot, fighting somebody, him and his homie jumping on somebody. It's a lot of shit that boy be in.
Yeah, that situation with that girl, that definitely rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I think Shakur, it's like this. Shakur got an uncle that's from 11-8 East Coast, whatever. That uncle is a legend, and so therefore he just I'm so and so nephew, so he feel like he got that same respect. I feel like that's what he do with
Oh, you using that as an analogy? I was gonna say who that.
yeah. I feel like he doing that with James, or as they some people Uncle Tommy. I feel like that's what he doing with him because, he out here running wild. Like like he just 10 foot tall, no care in the world.
Hey, and that's the same thing with Tank, and the same thing like with Earl. Like Earl was doing that shit. When I seen Earl look like he was drunk and shit on the podium and slurring, like I ain't even changed my energy. Like man, what the fuck is this nigga doing? You know what I'm saying? Then he switched up, said he ain't on that shit no more. But you see Broner out there and throw his whole motherfucking career away, man. Out there partying and shit and all that old weird shit. Like you can't have one foot in and one foot out, man. I mean, I don't know if that was the reason was the car accident that Earl switched up or whatever. But right before that car accident, he was saying that he was switching up. Tank, he was out there running wild and all that. I don't know the situation with the girl, how that shit played out or what that had to do with him going to jail. I think he went to jail for a gun case, huh?
Javante, he went to jail for that hit and run on that pregnant woman.
Oh, hit and run.
Yeah, hit and run on a pregnant woman, and and he evaded the scene.
Wow. Yeah, I thought he went to jail for a gun or something. That girl situation, that shit had his ass locked in the closet and shit. You know what I'm saying? Calling 911. Like a lot of these motherfuckers putting themselves in these situations, man. They want to be thugs or whatever. They want to be hanging out with these wild hoodies. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be disrespectful, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And putting themselves in these situations, man, where they out here getting chased in the streets. Some people say it was Mo3 chasing when he wrecked, or he was just showing off. I don't know what the fuck the case may be, but putting yourself in these situations, man, and costing your career, putting yourself in a potential to cost your career ain't never good, man.
Yeah, because for years Earl, all of a sudden he started hanging around a lot of them Dallas 6-0s for whatever reason, who knows, but yeah, these dudes we talking about the Shakur, Devin, Javante, Earl, uh, for whatever reason they, it's like they just want to, hang around the rappers and stuff. Like for them, that's how they built their brand and their name up, hanging around the rappers, associating themselves with them. But you see, it's a lot of stuff that come with that nonsense, that come with it once you attach yourself to it. Javante messing with this ex rapper baby mama. I think Shakur wife, she, didn't mess with rappers in the past. Devin Haney, he messed with chicks that was messing with all the rappers. Even the women they like come from them type of scenes.
Yeah, Ari Fletcher. Talking about Ari Fletcher and Moneybag Yo. That's who Tank Davis was messing with. Ari Fletcher.
Is one of them what's that Lil Durk? Is that like his baby mama or something?
I don't know if I don't know if she ever messed with whoever the girl Ari is. She like some type of popular Instagram female, and she was messing with that rapper nigga Moneybag Yo. But Tank Davis was messing with her too. Oh, she got a baby by G Herbo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, he was messing with like one of them, Chicago rappers like Baby Mama, but
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, that's just a bad move. Like, why you want to be, going through these recycled females, and then you see how some of these dudes be about their baby mama, especially when they mess with somebody with some type of notoriety. To me, the trouble that come with it just not worth it.
Yep. And then that shit trickled over to boxing. Get the fucking over these motherfuckers. Niggas be out for a year or two. It's crazy, bro. I be seeing.
Yeah,
I don't be really saying nothing about it, but it's starting to get real. It's starting to become normal though. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to become normal. Niggas talking about they in each other's hood and shit. I'm pulling up to your hood. Crazy.
hey, unfortunately, that's you telling the truth though. It's becoming more and more common, and then I mean, you already know how it goes with the rapper stuff. They might be able to chill, but the people that they bring to wherever they go and they hang around the most, you know, for them, it ain't no turning this on and off. You know, we really out here still living it. So, you know, it's a bad road when you start hanging around them type of circles and stuff. You know, you should know them type of circles you really can't bring. And I was hearing a clip from one of these Crawford interviews recently. He was saying a lot of rappers be reaching out to him, especially people from Omaha, like, "Hey, let me walk you out." And he said he be having to tell them no because like they most popular song, like look what they talking about in the song. And he like, you know, that don't even fit who I am.
Yeah. Motherfucker, kill you, bitch. Shut up, ho. Motherfucker walking into some shit like that.
Yeah.
You be crazy, yeah. I don't be like I really if you didn't grow up like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion. Cause I know niggas who hang around and they don't hang around and then start claiming or start acting like that. They hang around, you know what I'm saying, gangsters and thugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause motherfuckers is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfucking non-affiliates that can hang around and stay a non-affiliate.
You basically describing me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hype, you know, like a lot of motherfuckers ain't no followers. Some people just follow. They hang around motherfuckers for one day. Next thing you know, nigga, they be, cuz, what's happening, cuz? You know what I mean? All kind of shit. Kicking, kacking, seeing cool. Hang around the nigga for one day and they change their whole stilo. And some people ain't like that. Some people know a whole lot of motherfucking hitters. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers from different hoods. And they stay in their lane. Mind their own business.
Yeah, you know, and we see this in all these sports, like this the whole John Morant stuff, for example.
Yeah, that young nigga crazy. He gets suspended and all that. Go right back to the internet flashing. Talking about toy. It's my nephew toy. The nigga crazy, man. You think them people care if it's a toy or not? You think they even look to see was it a toy? Nah, nigga, they think you mocking them. You know what I'm saying? They think you think it's a game. That's the reason why they on your head like that. MZ said, they get money, then they want to hang with the rappers and the singers or other famous athletes. Yeah, they want to be known, man. They want to be known. Especially that young nigga Shakur, man. When I first seen him with Jay Prince, not Jay Prince being his manager, that was already, I'm talking about seeing him out there hanging out. I said, oh yeah, that told me a lot of the reason he got swayed to say yeah to the management situation. You know what I mean? He was interested in the man lifestyle. He wanted to be right there in that lifestyle. It's a bad thing, man. Motherfucker gonna end up just like Takeoff, standing next to a motherfucker and be the wrong person to get, you know what I'm saying? Wrong person to get hit.
Hey, you're right. And see, like, you know, some niggas, they don't be thinking like this because, you know, to me, they haven't really been in these type of situations. Like, they just looking at it from what they see, but it's a lot of shit that come with this shit. You know, we didn't have family members. They don't even allow you to have no dice games at the little house function or whatever because it's only negative shit that's gonna come from that.
Yeah.
Like me, if I ain't on a, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't on them, I'm not about to just be, you know, sitting on the side, you know, watching you know, niggas shoot. Yeah, you can catch some side bets with it, but if you doing nothing, nah, you might not even want to be in that spot because it's like you ain't never seen no dice game where everybody walk away shaking hands with each other. You know, if it's some real money up, you know, somebody ain't got their pockets hurt.
The motherfucker gonna get a mad, frowning faces. It's always gonna be an argument. Motherfucker gonna feel like he got cheated. Motherfucker gonna be talking shit. D-Lo, salute, bro. What's happening? Napoleon, salute, bro. Yeah, it's always like that. But just you gonna get what you ask for, man. Sometimes you inherit the next motherfucker beef, right? Like you don't know what a motherfucker getting into, and the motherfucker see you with a motherfucker to be like, oh, this nigga ain't about that life. We can get up on him easy. You know what I'm saying? We can get at him easy because he don't even know what's going on. Sometimes you inherit a motherfucker beef when you be showing your hand like that. It's a lot of things that you ask for that you probably ain't gonna be prepared for. You ain't gonna want to come with it.
Yeah. Like I'm just not trying to put nothing on him, no bad luck, none. But look at Earl. You know, you associate him with Yellow Beezy now. You feel me? So I don't know. Hey, is that a reason why supposedly, you know, he has some type of issues with the other rapper, Mo3. You never know.
Makes sense. Like that shit don't be too far out when shit be close like that. When you see a motherfucker got Yellow Busy and Trap Boy Freddy walking you out and you hanging with them, y'all good friends. You feel what I'm saying? Like those kind of stories don't be too far fetched. Too far fetched. But if you listen real close, it sounds like it's kind of true. But you know what I'm saying? That just if you listen to motherfucking Rainwater and what's the nigga Charleston White, it sound
Yep.
it sound like it's some truth behind that. Kind of
And,
weird to me, but
you know, we gotta acknowledge, like I said, let's just say, like everybody will look at it and say, okay, Earl siding, you know, that's who he rolling with, that's who he siding with. People like us, like, I don't know no Yellow Beezy really. So I could just say, oh, you know, he's just a rapper. Man, he probably be in so much shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. Uh, you know, like me and Marlo, we believe it's a certain rapper that put a bounty on 051 Young Melly.
mm-hmm.
You know, very known rapper. These motherfuckers being all type of shit behind the scenes. It's more than what just appears to the eye.
Yeah, that's a lot you don't know. It's a lot of people don't know about what's going on with these people. That's why you got to do your own research. A lot of these people that be, especially these big channels, they be just running with shit that they heard from another smaller channel and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like news, but some of that shit don't be real. Like you can go do your own research. All these people got shit on these motherfucking on YouTube, man. YouTube is like a digital footprint that these people leaving with what the fuck they be doing on the streets and what the fuck they be rapping about and all that old crazy shit they got going on. Who
Yeah.
done killed how many bodies, all that shit. Like, they be leaving that shit out here, man. The shit crazy. But
Yeah, you ain't never lie.
Miss Lexi said, I heard Charleston White. I didn't believe shit that came out of his mouth. Me neither. I swear to God. But hey, what's that other dude I just said his name, man? Oh, Rainwater. He was doing the video, interview with one of them big Dallas um interview people I be listening to. I forgot their name, but they be having the lights in the background and shit. Um, but he was doing the interview and they asked him about that shit, and that shit's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, have some type of validity behind it. They were saying that the motherfucker lived in the same. Them two people lived in the same apartments as each
Now
other.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, like some condos. You know what I'm saying? And then like I was saying earlier, when you start taking pictures and shit with each other, being on Instagram and all that kind of shit, and you making a digital footprint to say, okay, y'all connected, right? And then something happened to me, and I'll be like, man, ain't nobody know where the fuck I lived at, and I see this nigga here. You know what I'm saying? He the only nigga that out that circle that know where I live, and now niggas coming up my house. Those kind of things happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like he might have not been the person who gave up the address or the location, but that's the first person the motherfucker gonna think did it.
Hey, and see, I know what it is. They probably live like in the same high rise. Now somebody like Earl, you know, who before he didn't live in no high rise, already had, you know, a big yard and everything. It's like why he felt the need to go get a condo and, you know, one of these top spots. He want to just be, you know, in them circles, want to be looked at as like one of them ones. And shit
Oh,
that come with that.
he said that. He said that's why he bought that motherfucking that big ass farm he got now. He told his mom to look into buying that farm he got because he was, you know what I'm saying, he was downtown living in the condos, living the fast life. So
Yeah.
kind of like that's why I say if you listen, shit be adding up. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, I'm not saying this is just how street motherfuckers think. If me and Hypey cool, I'm just gonna use Hypey as an example. We hang out, we partners, and a motherfucker that I don't get along with, me, but in Hypey live in that motherfucker apartment. You know what I'm saying? And we and Hypey know I don't get along with this motherfucker. That motherfucker gonna if something happened to that nigga, so somebody start popping up at his address, he automatically gonna think that Hyphy put me up on where he live at. So that automatically gonna make Hyphy involved in what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, especially when you start associating yourself with people publicly, you better be prepared, for what come with it.
Facts. Hey,
Hey, yes. Oh, go
like I
ahead.
say, Marlo Napoleon. Napoleon not in the Discord. Hey, how you got the Discord link?
Oh, he might have got. I know what happened. He probably got like he lost his account when he lost his phone. I see what happened. Um, let me see. Napoleon, type your email address and I'm gonna save it so I can send you one.
We got you, bro.
Yeah, keep going.
But yeah, that's
Lala, she asking about what we on.
what she say.
She
We
said we
talk
talking about
Charles.
051, Melly from Chicago. Yeah.
No, yeah, we was talking about the 051, Melly.
Yeah, the one from Chicago. That's who we
Well,
talking about.
yeah, the one from out your way. Yeah, we got you, Napoleon. We gonna have to send it to your email instead of just putting it in the chat. Cause not saying that the people that's in the chat that ain't invited. If they want one too, we have to send it to them. Cause we ain't trying to let anybody in the Discord, man. They already slandered our Discord. Sure.
Okay, yeah, I screenshot his email, so like sometime tonight I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send him one.
Oh, you got it. All right, erase your email, Napoleon, so you won't get no weirdo emailing.
Yeah, Lala. Yeah, see, Lala, she didn't some type of research. She heard about him. Yeah, that's a young one that we really liked. He was built for this street shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did my homework on that dude a long time ago, man. That whole little story crazy. How he got killed and everything is crazy. But we was really
Okay.
talking about Earl, man. They were saying that I got caught supposedly. This is what I heard. I ain't saying that is true. So don't take what I'm saying as a fact. They were saying that Mo3 chased Earl, and that's how Earl flipped his car. Like he was supposed to be trying to get away from Mo3 because I guess Mo3 was trying to do something to him. And this is Charleston White and that motherfucker Rainwater was trying to back those rumors up and those claims. But to me, Charleston White is a hater. So a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
yeah, and another thing, like I don't hate on no man, and I ain't trying to speak on it. We just just talk shooting the shit, and that's how he came up. But he used his community, things that he do in the community to back up his BS. You know what I'm saying? Like this and the dead and all that old weird stuff. Like that's not no excuse, bro. Like just because you be out there doing your non-profit shit, don't give you no pass to go up here, get up here cooning and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tap dancing for a buck. That'd be my.
Yeah.
That's how I look at him. Like he be saying some real shit, but once he get to going extremists and all that kind of weird shit, always knocking the next motherfucker. That's when he started throwing me off, and then he started making a habit of the shit. Like he started going to the extreme. I'm talking about he done dissed everybody that's dead, nigga. From Nipsey all the way to Bond, all these motherfuckers. These people that getting killed by the police and all that. What's the other little boy, Trayvon Martin? Like he be dissing all kind of people, bro. And then he used those same names in his talking points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to do something to me, but you ain't gonna look for the person. You ain't gonna do nothing to the person who did that to Trayvon. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this shit be like people just be and people listen, like people gravitate to that man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something to go be listening to. That nigga,
Hey.
that's how he get paid. Like as much views he get, that's how come he get booked for shows and he
Yeah.
get paid because
Speeches.
all the views that he getting for that bullshit negativity that he putting out there, that cooning he be doing.
Man, I knew he was that type. I'm talking about years ago. Like when he had like less than 20,000 subs. He had one video when he said like all this positive stuff at the black community, and it's like towards the end of the video that's when he comes. So I'm saying is fuck Crip, fuck blood,
Yeah.
then he started naming it. I'm like, man, this you just defeated everything you just said to me. And ever since he been that same type of person.
Talking about F people's mamas and dead folks and all that old shit. Like just snapping. Bipolar kind of nigga. Like all that kind of shit. Then somebody had looked him up and found out he ain't did no non-profit in like 30 years or some shit. I was like, damn. Like people just be crazy, bro. Like, but that's what they were saying. And I ain't saying it's true. I'm just talking about it because it's tied in to boxing. And I heard some other people, not people in the boxing community, talking about it. I was like, this shit is crazy, man. How these motherfucking boxers is getting tied with these rappers and these rap beefs. Now we got Devin Haney and motherfucking Shakur Stevenson in some kind of boxing beef. You niggas want to pull up to each other's hoods and shit, disrespecting each other's parents and relatives and shit. Talking about busting on each other. Shit tying in. It's getting closer and closer, y'all.
Yeah, and all we saying, we really don't want to see that because for Shakur and Devin, let's say even if between them they really want to like do some harm to each other right now, to me it don't need to go no farther than them two having some type of issues and that's it. But then we say, oh, I swear if you do that or when I see you, I swear it's on. I ain't gonna hold the goons back. When you start making stuff like that, you get everybody involved. People that love one or the other, they want to go and defend them. So yeah, you just start getting way too many people involved, over some like I said, over some there's some boxing shit, some shit that could be handled and squashed, and the two involved, they probably not even trying to take it that serious. But you don't always got control over the people that you associate yourself with or who they associated with, because
Yeah.
they might think it's way more serious.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say you gotta watch your surroundings, man. Your surroundings can get you in trouble. That's one thing, and take that from a cat that grew up in these streets. Your surroundings can get you in trouble. You don't always gotta be the one. You know what I'm saying? It be the ones that you with that's gonna bring the attention to you. Whether it's the police, you know what I'm saying? Like your partners can go around the corner. I'll just give you an instant. Or go around the corner, go do some stupid stuff, and come back around you and don't say nothing. And then that stupid stuff they did, they come back and shoot or do whatever they gonna do. And then your partners don't get hurt. It be somebody that he was standing next to that got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that be your surroundings. You know what I mean? You're not aware of your surroundings. Your partners really ain't your partners if they do some shit like that. They gonna put you in harm's way without you even knowing they ain't your partner. But that's what these streets bring you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the take. That's what happened with kind of sort of with Takeoff. I heard. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even for him. But your surroundings, man. Like you gotta check your surroundings. You can't just be a yes man when you know your people doing wrong. You gotta check your people because the person that's being wrong, they gonna want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want action. Derek Baby, yeah, Rainwater was Mo3 manager. Rainwater also said he was on the phone with Mo3 when he was getting gunned down. Lala say he was a piece of work. Lala say that's what I heard. Next thing got some emojis out there. Derek Bailey asked about Rainwater. Like said that's some bullshit. I think she was talking about the BS. I think she was talking about Mo3 chasing Spencer. That's how he got into a car accident. From the two people that it came from, it sounded like you. I say I thought it was bullshit until you start hearing about it. Different Dallas reporters and shit. I don't know how true
Yeah.
it is, though, like I said. Go ahead.
Or like if it might have not been him specifically, it could have been some of his partners or whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
We never know.
Somebody out his crew.
Yeah. They could have been in the same spot. Hey, we spotted Earl, or Earl said, "Oh, you damn, that's some of his partners," and I know it's we funking right now. Probably tried to get up out of there. Whatever it could be, or we could be talking about a whole bunch of nothing because none of this never happened. We don't know. All we saying is, we don't got the facts. We know what we keep hearing, but we ain't confirming on none of that. You feel me?
Yeah. D'Lo said the truth usually somewhere in the middle. That's a fact. Napoleon Armstrong said Shakur was standing by Offset when he got shot. For real, we was talking about that earlier. Napoleon talking to Miss Lex. Napoleon said they say Rainwater and Earl mother's best friends. Others say that they actually cousins. Damn, is that true? Rhythmic and Perpetual Motion say Rain grew up with EJ. I ain't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Like D said, when guys ask me if so and so your brother, I always say who. Nope, LOL. I don't know who's enemies with whom for real. That's how
Yeah.
that's how it be in Cali. People be trying to play you like that too. That's how people try to get information out of you and all that kind of shit. Especially if you're a female.
Man, I can't tell y'all how many times I didn't, been in a situation where, of course, I already seen it coming, but a nigga like tried to play like he was, cool with somebody that I knew, just to say, just to get me to say, oh yeah, that's my nigga. Oh well, because it was on. Or I can't tell you how many times I done been in them type of situations.
Yep. That's how they do, man. That's what we was talking about earlier, me and Hyphy, about you be in people beef and you don't even know about the beef. Like that's why I say your surroundings can get you caught up. You know what I'm saying? The pictures that be posted on Instagram and Facebook, that's some real cats that really want to do their homework on you. They gonna go look for your Facebook pictures, who all on your Facebook, who all you know, who all you hang out with, females and everything, who they can approach, who can they approach to get next to you. And that's how it be. Them be some stinking motherfuckers, some smart motherfuckers.
Yeah, and that's another reason why we was always told, nigga, stop, taking all these pictures, niggas at little house functions and shit. Six
Mm-hmm.
of y'all, throwing up signs or whatever. Yeah, stop doing that shit. That's another reason why niggas be putting all this shit on social.
Yeah, you giving away. This is like in the realm of art of war. 48 laws. Like you giving away your description to people that you don't even know who the fuck they are. Basically, when you post on social media and you putting all your business out there, like with your homies, chunking up the set, you know what I'm saying, guns and all this kind of stuff. Like you putting yourself out there, giving a description of yourself and the people that's coming after you, whether it's the feds or ops or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You giving a description, they get pass that picture around and be like, look, this that nigga right here. It's that nigga hyping. You know what I'm saying? When if it wasn't that easy to get a picture of you, only thing they remember is just a name. Like back in my day, nigga just remember the name because you didn't have Instagram and Facebook and all that. You know what I mean? To show what a nigga look like. Nowadays, you can find a cat on Instagram or Facebook and give his picture out to 100 different faces he don't even know. You know what I mean?
Hey, and then also like another thing, people like to take pictures next to cars and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
this type of car. It ain't too many niggas who got this type of vehicle. We see this one, we know exactly who it is for. All right, so shit, if you see that up in traffic, you already know how it go.
Oh yeah, I did when I Napoleon said so. Y'all spoke on Earl activating the rematch. Yeah, I did earlier, but Hyphy had jumped in a little bit later. I didn't even get his take on it, but I was saying earlier that shit, I thought it was good. I'm interested in seeing another motherfucking fighter get his get back. You know what I'm saying? Get his lick back, regardless of the outcome. You know what I'm saying? What you think about Earl activating the rematch clause?
For me, it's no surprise. Like I said, he said it in the ring post fight, and you could just like tell by his demeanor. I feel like Earl was very embarrassed by what happened. He felt like he let a lot of people that whether his city, people that love him, he felt that he let them down. So I knew that he was gonna activate that immediately. Now, what really, some people questioning Earl, oh, why it take him so long? What really was happening, you got Al Heyman and Espinoza. Now they looking at like we gonna lose money on this fight because the first one was so, wide that it's not, people might not really be wanting to buy that fight. So, but Earl, of course, he wanted to go along with it, so they was going back and forth about that type of stuff. But nonetheless, you seen Earl, it was his option, and he exercised it. Now, some people they was also saying that Earl, he missed the deadline to activate the rematch. Well, the contract said 30 business days. That's the key word, business days. So no, he didn't miss no deadline. Motherfuckers like to run with all type of stuff. People that don't like Earl, they want stuff like that to be true.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Like this boxing, man. Like I'm motherfucker I rock with. A loss don't deter me away. If the motherfucker get lost twice, made a better man win. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like majority of them people who bought them tickets or watched that fight will want to see it again, especially if it's at 54. Um, I don't know, man. Like that's how they get paid, bro. So I hope the lackluster of the fight ain't gonna push motherfuckers away from them, both of them fighters making their money, whether it's Bud or Spence. They both of them motherfuckers make money. It take two to make a bag. So I hope that shit do just as good as the first fight. Um, that go Napoleon. What was your thoughts on it, Napoleon? What you think about it? MZ said, speaking facts right now. Big Boy said, LOL, private investigate and 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 stalking ISO easy now compared to pre internet. Hey, facts. He called it private investigate, but no, man, that's how people getting down. You know, that's how that boy Pop Smoke got done. Oh look, Napoleon right here talking about Young Dolph. He said, "Yep, like Young Dolph in his camo vehicle." Like that's how Young Dolph got ran up on. Motherfucker took a picture of him at the a video of him on Instagram at the gas station talking about Dolph here. And the few right after he left that gas station, I guess he went to the cookie shop, ended up getting killed that quick. If the internet wouldn't exist and we were still how we was back in the days when a motherfucker like me was growing up, the news wouldn't have traveled that fast. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still had pagers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker news ain't gonna travel that fast, bro. Motherfucker, it could be a innocent, just a fan taking the video, and the enemy got it. If you can understand what I'm saying, like the fan putting it on Instagram and it passed the feed goes so viral so fast, it's going on his enemy's timeline. You know what I'm saying? That's how fast shit travel these days compared to back in the day. Miss Lex said, great point. It said, won't get me much attention this time because I'm not interested this time. MZ say he wants to run it back. He got beat up and he got beat up. He got beat up in front of his daughter, his son, and his girl. Yeah, man, everybody need that get back, man. Everybody need that. A lot of people stream that fight too, Hyphy. Napoleon said, I mean, y'all think it's a cash out thing or that he can do 180 and actually win. I don't know. I think he can win. I don't think they prepared for the southpaw. I still think, you know what I'm saying? He got a chance. I ain't sitting here acting like, oh, this motherfucker chances was higher than the first fight. But I think if he prepared for that southpaw stance, you know what I'm saying, and also not get caught fucking lunging in with just being wide open on the defensive end, man. This timing way off, his mental wasn't there. Whatever it was, you know what I'm saying, he got his ass whooped. So if he changed that up, I think he still got a chance. It's still a 50-50 fight.
I ain't gonna say it's a crash grab, but as far as money, I will say, look, the amount of money that he guaranteed to get in a rematch, if he was to go in any other route, he would get probably like a sixth of what he guaranteed to get in this fight. So is money a motivator? Yeah, but I ain't gonna say that's the only reason. He taking a fight. I don't believe that myself.
All right, I think he really wanted to get back, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of others out there. Nana D said, one of the reasons I don't think Spence can win is Derrick James' attitude. Yeah. Lala D said his attitude doesn't seem like someone who could make a major change. If he's stubborn, then shit, fire his ass. We were talking about ain't no reason to fire. We were talking about that earlier, huh, Hype? Ain't no reason to fire him, but shit, if he's still talking that stupid ass shit, that athleticism is king over skills, then shit, fire his ass, shit. That's the most stupidest shit in the world, man. He should have been preparing for the southpaw stance. He wasn't preparing at all. He said they asked him did he watch film or anything, and he said hell no. It should be crazy now these motherfuckers.
Yeah, it just lead me to believe I just feel like not only there, I feel like Earl, underestimated Terrence also. Something I keep mentioning. That one guy that was training for the other one for, let's say, 3-4 months, but this dude, he was preparing for you for over 5 years.
Man,
You knew that you was going to run into him in the future. You should have been preparing for him. To me, that's underestimating him. I start looking back, comments, oh, you lied in the ass. I'm going to crush him. I feel like you was underestimating him.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously what Derek said, he's more athletic than skilled. Same thing, underestimation.
Hey, they've been preparing for that motherfucker for damn near his whole time. That nigga said he was a fan of Spence. That right there, letting you know he was fucking tuned in. So, two different mind thought. One is a legacy fighter and one is a money fighter. Just so happened. I thought he was about his legacy, but the day he shook hands, told that nigga we motherfucker said we about to make history. That nigga said we about to make money too. And let you know, one was thinking about their legacy and the other was thinking about that bag. Um,
Even I think it was like the last face to face when Brian Custer, he says, "Oh, when I met Earl and he was an amateur at the age of 15, and he said, oh, I desire to be a world champion." Earl said, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about, because when I
yeah,
was at that age, I was trying to make some money."
yeah. That was another part in the picture too that was crazy. Like D said, his attitude doesn't seem like someone who can make major changes. I agree. Uh, Derek Betty said facts. Miss Lexi said pagers and payphones for real. She wasn't able to get back that fast. Motherfucker was paging the motherfucker 411, 911. Lala D said, I'm Team Bud, but I do think Earl should uh, connect with Blue Ray for us to get a competitive fight. I don't.
Have you been seeing like any of the interviews that he been doing recently?
Who Blue Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one. I think he did with this. Now I can't recall the dude's name because I shot him out. But I saw one. I saw one he did. They mainly just asked him about Earl. Like, you know what I'm saying? When the last time you was in Earl camp, and when you think you're gonna be back in Earl camp? I didn't watch the full thing though.
Yeah, I mean, if you seen one, you didn't see it all, because of course that's all they gonna ask him about. But yeah, he been pretty consistent with everything he said. He felt like from what he sees just on like these all access, he said it looked like they training Earl more for like rehab. Um, he feel like he feel like Earl ain't as strong as he used to be when he was working with him, and he believed that he could get him better. But I respect what his take when he said he don't like the fact that people is accusing Terrence of any type of foul play, because when he was working with Earl, people was looking at Earl nipples and just looking at how strong he is, and people was accusing them of being on steroids, and he said that was a disrespect to him.
Yeah, I don't be liking that shit neither, man. Like, if it ain't no proof, it's one thing where a motherfucker have an opinion or whatever, but motherfucker be putting that shit out. It's facts. Shout out to Joseph Brown with the super chat. He said too many boxing duck watching channels instead of not enough fighters appreciation or skill talk. He said I came to Marlo's corner to get that. Most definitely appreciate you, bro. But I'm with it though. Like,
And he said this YouTube boxing stuff. He said he don't like it because it seemed like Bloods and Crips. Like, you feel me? If you support one, it's like you can't mess with the other one.
and that's not boxing though. Like, that's how you come up with a motherfucking pound for pound. That's how you come up with, you know what I'm saying, with separate the high level high. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got tiers in boxing, bro. Like, just because your fighter lose, you don't have to throw them out the window. Get another motherfucker they props. You know what I'm saying? And move on, move forward. A motherfucker lose and giving them, it's against the law to get a motherfucking winner they props. It's against the fucking law.
Yeah, out of boredom, me and Joseph, we be going around listening to certain channels that was all doing this, conspiracy theory stuff and all these excuses. And our thing is everybody's saying, "Oh, when I seen him, I knew he wasn't right." But I'm like, damn, ain't one of y'all coming with some type of comment that y'all done made before during the ring walk? He wasn't right, and none of y'all got a single comment say, prove, "Oh, I said this before." You know how it go.
That's because they repeating something they heard from their favorite content creator or something.
Yeah, it's one of these boys. He cursing out everybody in the chat and mad at the people because you can't tell me that this did not feel like Wilder versus Fury 2. It didn't give you Wilder versus Fury 2 vibes. You's a motherfucking lie.
Hey, you know what that tell me though? That's why these fighters don't want to lose their old fight. That's why we ain't gonna get a lot of fights like these kind of fights. Just listen to the backlash and the conversation that motherfuckers having instead of giving the fighters they props and shit. You know what I'm saying? And still ranking them. One ranked higher than the other now. A motherfucker if you lose, you get thrown right out the whole ranking system. You get thrown off the map. Motherfucker talking about niggas should retire on one loss. If you lose, it's over for you. So now you pushing the other motherfuckers not to make these kind of fights. You know what I'm saying? No, they ain't gonna want to lose their O because you got motherfuckers talking like that. It shouldn't be like that, man.
Yeah, and I mean, if y'all been around, y'all seen it. It's a lot of people. They already done moved the goalposts. Oh, we want to see him fight Jerron, and them same people. It's like they basically saying, "Oh, we knew Earl was this and that, and he was rusty, and we knew he was flat footed. We want to see him fight." You feel me? It's that goalpost moving again.
Man, Bud special. Bud came out in a southpaw stand, and it totally looked like his opponent wasn't prepared for it. It looked like they were shocked. Like if you go to look at Derrick James in the corner, he's looking over there at Bud and Bomac, and like, where the fuck this come from? You know what I'm saying? I ain't really get to hear much in the corner of what was going on, but if looks and body language could tell the motherfucker what was going on, that's what I read. I read like them motherfuckers wasn't prepared for this nigga to challenge Spence in the southpaw stand. Like, how couldn't you? Like, you got a motherfucker like me breaking down the fight, preparing for the southpaw stand. Like every fight Bud been in, Napoleon, Lala, correct me if I'm wrong, he always resorted to the southpaw stance when he was getting in trouble or he felt like he wanted to get the motherfucker up out of there. He always changed stance, and that's when he really dominated. Like that's what he did with Sean Porter. Sean Porter was having success, and he somebody told that nigga he was down. That motherfucker switched stance right in the middle of a counter. Right there in the corner, that was the first knockdown, if y'all remember. That motherfucker put his motherfucking left foot back and hit that nigga with like some kind of counter uppercut or some shit. Dropped him. Finished him the same way. Like the motherfucker special. Like you can prepare for that, man. You can't tell me that a motherfucker. I wouldn't like boxing if that shit's not unbeatable, y'all. Like, come on, keep this shit real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now, you think, or a lot of people think that no way in hell Earl can win. That's what it is. It went from being a 50-50 fight to no way in hell Earl can win.
Yeah, and he never been the same, and he got neurological problems. I said these same fans, I didn't hear y'all talking about none of this type of stuff.
Yeah, man. Like I don't see how that shit. That's kind of weird, but Napoleon said, I think it's more of the same come. He said even sooner. He said the style's favorite Bud. How will Earl change his style and add the right tools overnight? I don't think it's so much of changing his style though, Napoleon. And you're right about that though. The style do favor Bud, but I don't think it's about changing styles. I think it's about um you're gonna have to be disciplined fighting a motherfucker like Bud. Like Bud been in the fights, man, where he had to dig down, man. Like it ain't like his chin is he can't be hurt, he can't be touched. That'd be what I'm saying. If you can't make mistakes, you can't play with a motherfucker like Bud. You can't throw no motherfucking straight left hand and miss the motherfucker and have no defense. You know what I'm saying, or nothing. Like I heard people say, "Oh, he doing dirty. He hit Earl in the back of the head." I wouldn't give a fuck. Like you supposed to protect yourself at all times. That's the same thing they said about motherfucking Wilder. And Fury, he hit himself in the no, man. That's not how it go in boxing. It's protect yourself at all times. If you put yourself in a position like if you turn your head and the motherfucker hitting at you like trying to hit you in the face, you square it up and you turn your head, and that's where the punch land at. That don't try to make it and use that as an illegal punch. That's not a legal punch. You know what I'm saying? That was a mistake from your fighter. You know what I'm saying?
It's always like an illegal tactic or illegal punch. Whenever they fight or lose, or he was holding his neck.
Yeah, like I be saying, like man, come on, man. Like if he in that position, and like okay, like it's considered dirty, but it's not dirty. Like it's kind of smart if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you really into combat sports, it's kind of smart. Like you gaining leverage. You know what I mean? Like if a motherfucker, I hit you one time, and for me not to go off balance, I use my other arm to keep my balance by putting it on your neck or the back of your head. You know what I'm saying? Or even push you down or whatever. Like, but you still put yourself in that position, in a fucked up position, when it's protect yourself at all times. Like it ain't no excuses. That's why I say, why would I make an excuse for a motherfucker that's not making none for himself? You know what I'm saying? And even if he did make an excuse for himself, I probably don't see what the fuck he saw. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? Like, it don't make sense. Like Earl was like he said, his timing was off. For one, I didn't see him at 9 times preparing for a southpaw Bud. You know what I'm saying? And it's like so much film out there to show you that in the right when he in the regular orthodox stance, people give him fights. Like he getting touched when he in the regular orthodox stance. You know, and Mean Machine was one of the people who was able to touch him and have success. Um, go back to the Gamboa fight because that's the fight that he really was talking about. But Gamboa really just landed a good punch, and Earl Bud got back right and finished his ass off. So I'm not saying Bud is unstoppable. He can be beat. He can be beat. He good, man. That motherfucker, bad motherfucker, skill wise. He do got tools. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got to prepare for it. Like that's just a fact that a motherfucker. But it's shit that these motherfuckers were preparing for Earl for 5 years, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like they had this nigga Earl down packed.
Hey, I look back at when they came face to face in somewhere in Oklahoma, and Terrence told him, "And don't try that going to the body." Now that really hit.
Hey, but you can go back to the fight. He had success. Like it was some shit that would really make me give Bud his props. Earl looked like he landed something decent, right? And Bud gave the impression when he went back to the ropes and the high guard, like it affected him in some kind of way. And Earl pushed, you know what I'm saying? And when he pushed, like he got a little bit too aggressive, bam, bam, and he ended up out of position once again, like we were saying, and he got countered clean. You know what I'm saying? With like a two-piece, boom, and then he got countered on the way out, and that's how he ended up getting put down. But like once I seen that, I was like, oh, this motherfucker really know what the fuck he doing. Like this motherfucker ain't in there playing. This motherfucker really got it's really a method to that nigga madness, man. So you're gonna have to be on your best defensively, fucking with Bud, man. You're gonna have to, cause he gonna bring it either way. Like even when he get hurt or he feel like you hit him a little too hard, he the kind of nigga that want his hit back. He want his lick back. So you're gonna have to be smart too. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to counter too. You're gonna have to know, you know what I'm saying, what to do in certain situations fucking with Bud. And especially in the southpaw stand. Because his jab hand is his strong hand. You know what I'm saying? So getting caught out of position is kind of dangerous for whoever he in the ring with. So I don't know, man. A lot of people just throw him out the window after his first loss. Like it's nothing he can do. It's nothing. He just he got to change up his whole style, throw everything out the window. If he did that, then why would Bo Mac and Bud have any respect for him to prepare for him? You know what I'm saying? They had ample amount of time to prepare for him. It ain't like that shit just weird. What you about to say? Right?
Yeah, because like I said, I just keep seeing people. Man, Earl, he got the flu in 100 feet in the Earl at 200 miles per hour. Of course, he ain't the same no more. And then after that, Geronimo.
Just changing the goalpost.
Yeah, like come on, man. Look, if I would have asked y'all 3 months ago, what's the number one fight y'all want to see more than anything, it was way more people saying that. Y'all got the fight that y'all was waiting for over 5 years. It is what it is. The result happened. Hey, be lucky y'all get to see it again.
And it is a such thing of a motherfucker getting his ass whooped and whooping the motherfucker that whooped his ass. Like those stories been plentiful throughout life. So that's just how I look at it. And I respect the motherfucker who want his get back. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like a lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, take the ass whooping and just get on. You know what I'm saying? Or cool with seeing they fighter just take that ass whooping and get on. That's why I was so cool with Wilder having a trilogy. Emmanuel Stewart said this, and this man was like Nostradamus. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. This motherfucker said Fury was 1A and Wilder was 1B or some shit like that. Like they was neck and neck. Like if they fought 3 times, Fury would win 2 and Wilder would win 1. Well, he was close. Like Wilder would have won that fight if they did the long count, whatever you call it. It ended up being a draw, but you know what I'm saying? It was somewhere in there where Fury was asleep. And that's what the men said. And then what happened the other 2 fights? Like it was clear victories with Fury. You know what I'm saying? You have people that's like that, man. You got that 1A, one, you know what I'm saying? Like they right there with each other. If they fought 3 times, one to win 1 out of the 3. You know what I'm saying? One probably could win all goddamn 3. You know what I'm saying? Or it could have been close, but it'd be exciting, it'd be interesting, and it show you the warrior in the motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about because man, he was Ben saying that he knew that was gonna be the fight between the top 2 guys. Yeah, I remember them interviews and stuff.
Yeah, man, that motherfucker, he was on the money about them 2 fighters, but like motherfucker didn't acknowledge it, but I always remember that shit. That motherfucker said Fury was 1A, or like A plus and A minus for Wilder. He was asking, it was about like they asked him who was the 2 best heavyweight, and then that's what he broke that shit down. And I was like, damn, this from a motherfucking legend said that shit, and that motherfucker's dead right now. He said that shit way before this shit happened. And look at the outcome out of 3 fights. Look at the outcome. Some might say Fury won them all. It was a draw. You can't take away that the outcome was a draw.
Hey, and
Some might say Wilder won, but it was a draw. Go ahead.
some people don't know, but there was a time when Fury he was actually living at Emmanuel Stewart house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he actually worked with Emmanuel Stewart and all that shit. He got that knowledge. He got some historical knowledge in this motherfucking toolbox. Lala D talking Napoleon. Everybody said facts, Marlo. Like when PNB Rock was killed when his girl was on IG. That go another broadcasting. That go another example right there, Ike.
Yep, that's another one. Hey, you remember from probably like 2 decades ago, this rapper named B Brazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said he
Inglewood.
got set up. Yep, from Inglewood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said he got set up.
Man, E40 got a song. Say go to his Facebook page. See where he live at. See who his friends, some shit like that. I'm gonna find that song for you. I'm gonna post the link on the post. Miss Lexi said Bo Mac can sit in jail and write up a new game plan. I want to see the fight. I hope the fight be successful. I'm talking about for both of these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker done gave they O up and everything. Gave up. It was a hell of a fight. It went 9 rounds. Um, some motherfucker tried to say Spence ain't win not 1 round, which was like, damn. Elo got mad at me because I gave Spence 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But it was 2 undefeated fighters, man. No matter how you look at it, it went 9 rounds. You can say, I heard somebody say that too, that they felt like Bud carried them to the 9th round. Say whatever you want to say. They made their bread. The better man won that night. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see it again. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot me. Don't be mad at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna y'all probably was watching it on what you call that shit? What you
Yeah,
call
one of them streams, huh?
it? Yeah, y'all probably was streaming it anyway. Don't get mad at me. I
Hey,
paid for the goddamn fight. At least this shit is on my goddamn cable bill.
me and Marlo and Lala too. We got our receipts for Spence versus Porter
Oh yeah,
tickets.
hell yeah.
We got our receipts for these fights.
These motherfuckers be coming at motherfuckers like we actually paying for these, seeing these motherfuckers, supporting these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers be streaming the motherfucker illegally. A lot of them come to the chat on fight night asking for a link. Can I get a link?
Yeah.
Eric
You got
Gars. Go ahead.
no. I'm just saying, y'all. Hey, like y'all got fight callers running around this YouTube. People that's having watch parties and fight parties. That's watching it off streams. Why you think they so behind?
Like, shit be crazy. Napoleon said, remember if not for it being late in the round, uh a finisher like Bud could have stopped him in the second. Oh, here we go. If it was a fifth, that's another E40 song.
Yeah. Hey, as far as like him carrying him, to me it was more so I feel like he was looking for a clean knockout. And I could tell by the way when he threw that counter off the ropes, he was looking for like a clean knockout.
It was, but Bud also, he didn't think that. I mean, Bud Earl didn't think Bud could knock him out. Remember, that was they bet was. Y'all remember that shit, Napoleon?
Yeah, for $1 million.
Yep, they bet $1 million. Cause Bud was like, "Nah, if you try that body shit or something, I'll knock you out." And he's like, "You ain't gonna knock nobody out, or something." Oh no, that nigga was like, "I'll make you do the stanky leg," and he was like, "You ain't gonna make me do the stanky leg bet or whatever." You know what I'm saying? That was what the whole bet was about. So obviously, that motherfucker wasn't planning on getting dropped or none of that. I don't know if that would have happened, man. But the outcome was the outcome. I'm happy with that. Now I want to see the rematch. Um, Eric R said, "I hope EJ wins somehow." But Bud seeing how he fights, he said trying to change that is gonna be difficult. They got a lot of shit they got to come up with. They said to take something away from Bud. That's not look boxing. That's why they call it the sweet science. You ain't got to change shit. Those little small mistakes you have to clean up. Those counter punches that he got caught with, those are mental mistakes, bro. Like I don't know how to explain. Like he ain't even in the laws of boxing. He was not supposed to be in those positions anyway. That's how I'm just. That's all I can say to you. He do not have to change his damn style. He got to be tight. Like everything got to be tight. We got to bring his motherfucking jab back. He got to bring his right hand back quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be another way he can get counterpunched. Because most of the things that happened to him was he got counterpunched. The only other thing that got to him was the jab. And that was like periodically. That jab wasn't busy. You know what I'm saying? Mark me if I'm wrong. That jab was busy. If y'all saw a busy jab from Bud, let me know. That motherfucker was just sharp and strong. You know what I'm saying? Mostly he was being patient. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on the counter. Like, no. Now this is things that Spence knows now. Spence knows that motherfucking left hand. That right hand is powerful. More powerful probably than the average southpaw now. You know what I'm saying? You can parry that motherfucker. Like it's different things you can do. Like I'm telling you, like it ain't about what you think. It's about the mistakes. You got to clean up the mistakes you made. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't hard to do. You can do that in the training camp. You know what to prepare for now. The only thing now, the other thing that's gonna happen with Bud is he gonna have to try something else. You know what I'm saying? He can start with that. He can start with the southpaw stance now, because that worked good for him last fight. He can still keep that and try something else. He could be active more active with the jab. He could be the aggressor. But now he put himself out there for Spence's counterpunch. Now he gonna be the opening because if he missed wide, you know what I'm saying, he can get countered, or in the exchange he can get caught. You know what I'm saying? This is a science, bro. Like he don't gotta fucking do none of that stuff y'all thinking. You know what I'm saying? If he lose, he lose. If he don't prepare correctly, he don't come with come with the right game plan. You know what I'm saying? He probably feel like, okay, that motherfucker just the better man, the better fighter, the more skilled fighter. But he don't gotta change his style. That nigga don't have to do what Anthony Joshua did versus Andy Ruiz. Just stand on his feet and run around, get his titles back. That nigga finna have to squabble to get those scraps back.
Yeah, because look at the type of mindset that your opponent came in there with. Terrence came in there to knock him out.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna say. I think he came in there like he said in a press conference. That's why I said that nigga just made him number 11 that night. Is because that nigga told him, he said, if you get out of line, you're gonna be number 11. And in boxing terms, like boxing goes in lines, right? Like they work in lines. You know that big long ass rope they be having that go
Yeah,
east
across the
coast, west
rings.
south. Yeah, and I was thinking that that's what he meant. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that nigga say he get his head up. This motherfucker get his shit right, get his motherfucking head, and he gonna knock that motherfucker off. So I didn't really take, you know what I'm saying? Like he was real patient, bro. Like the shit was clean, the shit was skilled. You know what I'm saying? Like Earl was the aggressor, and he used Earl's aggression against him. Like you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he had to be the aggressor, or he was in any point of that fight that he felt like he was in trouble. He felt the first round is usually a fill out round for all fighters. It wasn't like the motherfucker was any kind of lopsided, but he really got a lot of good data on how Earl was coming. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of good data, especially on pairing Earl jab. Like, cause he took Earl jab away from off top. He came out the southpaw.
Yo, he parried every time he threw a jab. He was always parrying or ready to parry. He
Smart
constantly
shit.
had, yep,
Smart
constantly
shit.
had
Like,
that backhand right there.
yeah, man. Like you gotta those are the things that you gotta give motherfucker they props. I feel like that's what Earl did. That's what Derek James did. Like that's why I say when I looked at Derek James, like I don't know what they were saying in the corner, but I'm like, this nigga look like he like shocked. You know what I'm saying? He's like shocked. He looked at Earl and looked over there at Bo McNair like, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Nigga, I ain't know y'all this nigga could fight in the southpaw stand. This nigga was that strong in the southpaw stand. But that was Derek James bad. That was Earl Spence bad. That wasn't Bud no fault.
Yeah, he was probably shot too. I think it was the third round where I mean second round. Terrence like pushed him like off of him like kind of good too. And I'm like, damn, so he's stronger than him.
Yeah, that nigga was prepared. He was prepared all the way around the board.
Hell yeah, pushed his ass off of him. Shock the world.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't even gonna say he was shocked. Everybody said it was a 50-50 fight. It just didn't look like a 50-50 fight. This is the way the fight looked, to keep it real.
Yeah, yeah, you know it didn't play out like that, and like I said, you know, fortunately it is a rematch. You know, he got a chance to just correct a lot of stuff. Another thing that's coming to my mind, I ain't gonna take much into it because it was like right after the fight. You know, he's still shocked that happened, what happened. But when Earl was talking about a rematch, he said, "Yeah, a rematch gonna be a lot closer. Not he could win, but a lot closer."
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't hear that one. I know that nigga said 50. He wanted at 54. Hopefully, I guess it's up to Bud where the rematch gonna be too. Let me catch up to these what's names, man. I got to get ready for work. Um, Eric R said, "I hope EJ win." I think I read that one though. Eric R said, "I hope EJ win. EJ can win somehow, but Bud seeing how he fights, trying to change that is going to be difficult. They got a lot of shit they're going to have to clean up. This could take some time away from Bud." Napoleon Armstrong said, "But could literally go in the ring by himself with enough to win, like Floyd used to do. Bomac gives correct advice, but Bud knows what to do. That'd be a trick, but he got 4 other trainers out. I don't think he gonna leave all the motherfuckers out. Uh, he talking to Joseph Brown. Napoleon Armstrong said, "So Martin cracked Tank, huh?" That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but this was a minute ago in Mayweather gym. You heard about that?
Oh no, nah, see, I didn't even hear about that. The only thing I heard about Tank, they said that years ago. It was based some money on the line between Devin and Javante, and they said Devin Haney basically made Javante quit.
Nah, they say I guess Frank Martin pulled up to the Mayweather gym. He didn't have his gear, and I think Mayweather gave him his gear to fight Tank. I think he cracked Tank. You know he a southpaw too.
Yeah, and it was, I'm not surprised. And just while we touching on him, I just want to say, look, however you feel about Earl, whatever results he had or whatever, don't let that be a basis to dislike or go against Frank Martin.
Yeah, he got skill. I don't even see why motherfucker dislike either one of these fighters, whether it's Bud or Earl. It shouldn't be no hate. Like you can have disagreements and arguments. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to take it disrespectfully. Like you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be shooting the shit. You know that you motherfucker take the whole purpose out of this shit. Like you motherfuckers be tripping. Napoleon Armstrong said it's not a strength thing, it's a toolbox thing. In my opinion, I agree with you on that. Eric R said, "Only thing we all keep saying was EJ too big and Bud was light in the ass." It said none of us who rode with Spence expected Bud to be strong. Nah, I didn't expect him to be strong either. Trey X in the building, salute, bro. I think I went way too right there. Everybody talking to everybody right here. Eric R said Bud's strength made it all the boxes checked on his side. With EJ looking more and more lethargic each round after the second knockdown. Napoleon said 5 year build up made it a war between fans. Civil War. Napoleon Armstrong said, Bud timed him so easily, it was a shame. I never checked final punches percentage. Yeah, that's what I said. That motherfucker was real patient. Salute, bro. That motherfucker was real patient and real clean, real precise, even with his jab. Like he wasn't real active with nothing. He let Earl bring the fight to him and took advantage of that nigga mistake. Lala said, "I was in my seat telling the Spence fans, Spence doesn't look good. You guys, his jab is gone." Yeah, he took that motherfucking shit off the top. Joseph Brown said King Kong versus Bud. That's the goal post for Bud. You know, have to fight a heavyweight. At first, he wasn't talking shit about Canelo. I mean, talking shit about fighting Canelo. Now I'm hearing him talk about Canelo now. Napoleon Armstrong, me out y'all business. MZ said, "I'm buying a fight wherever it's time to fight." That's right. Lala D said, there was a Bud fan behind us talking big shit. He said, the guy next to me. expense fan, kept turning around saying, there are 12 rounds for a reason. 12 rounds for a reason, bro. Until they said, the ref called it off, who's the boss. Napoleon Armstrong said, it's all about styles, and it's all about styles in this one, in my opinion. That pressure style can't beat Bud. He said, looked up the punch stats, and Bud couldn't miss. Uh, most lopsided most lopsided stats ever. Look it up now, Marlo. What was they? I'm gonna go to boxer right now.
Oh, they want you to look up some punch shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank Martin, man. Like I said, I don't know why anybody got anything bad to say about the boy. Oh, well, he ain't ready. That's not your job to worry about if he ready. If he about to get matched up with some of the best, that's what it's gonna be. That dude ain't did nothing to nobody. And then, oh yeah, it's a lot of people that even people with boxing channels I've been seeing. Oh, he just lost to a bum. He lost to a bum. Like, come on, man. That just shows how bad you is as a boxing channel. Very irresponsible.
Oh, they don't even got it on there. They just got the motherfucking round. I look it up. I put that in the Discord. I'm pretty sure the accuracy was pretty high though. I wouldn't even argue with you on that because I saw it live. Eric R said, wait, yeah. Eric R said, I agree. Bud didn't throw with the intentions of rabbit punching Earl. EJ threw his head out there. Yeah, man. MZ said, you ain't trying you ain't trying if you ain't cheating. I think that's what he meant. Miss Lexa said, anybody going to the fight on the 30th? It's gonna be in Texas, ain't it? What the fight gonna be in Vegas or Texas?
Vegas.
Oh, okay. At the same place, AT&T.
T-Mobile, I believe. Yeah.
T-Mobile. I said AT&T. Let me get out y'all business. Miss Lexa said 5 years. Whew. He was ready. Yeah, that motherfucker was. That's all they was thinking about. Napoleon Armstrong said 48%. Oh, he said 48% was the lowest power punches connected Bud had in any round. Over 50% total punches in 6 of 9 rounds. Uh, that man versus boy skill wise and timing wise. Yeah, that took some skill. That's why I said though, man, like the shit was you had to respect it. You had to, man. Shit was clean. Smooth ass whoop. That motherfucker took whatever the motherfucker gave him and finished it. Made that nigga number 11. Like D said, it is finally safe to say that Earl, never mind. Still too soon. Oh shit. Go ahead and enjoy. Dustin Brown said, you can't give him the same look repeatedly. That's a recipe for failure. All day against Bud. Facts. Napoleon Armstrong said Bud knew before 5 years that who Spence doesn't work versus him. He already seen what he needed to see. Him and Bomac, same style from his amateur days. They said Mikey was captain. He was big captain. Hip hop said, got my picks in Marlo salute. Hard as fuck and boxing Oracle gonna hit another four bonuses. with his eyes closed. His like they said, I'm more hyped about the undercard than the main event. And that's a good ass undercard too. Napoleon Armstrong said was curious what people on the panel. Oh, not, I said Napoleon. That's hip hop. He said was curious about people on the panel has as their fight of the year so far. I see Crawford as performance of the year, but not fight of the year. Um,
You got that?
yeah, I had to think that like a lot of the good fights was stoppages, right?
Well, I
Tank
mean,
versus Ryan Garcia was a stoppage.
yeah. Well, I'll just throw some out. I really don't got one, but I know Christian Mbias versus that Gongara guy. That was a fight of the year type candidate. Some people got Luis Neri versus that like some that Armenian guy. I think most people got that. Another good one, um, Gabriela Alanis versus Marlon Esparza. To me, that was one. Kim Clavel versus that Yoka Nera Neri, whatever her name is.
Luis Neri.
That was one. So yeah, to me, like the fight of the year, they've been like the under the radars type fights.
Yeah, fights motherfuckers ain't been checking missed out on.
Yeah, fights that happen on Friday night in Canada. So
Mm. Napoleon said, I know one thing. I ain't buying it this time. Hey, mate, Showtime about to take a hit. Oh, man, you gonna do Bud like that? Eric Carr said, yeah, Bud sure. Yeah, Bud showed Earl that night. That night, not only is he one of the same level, he's more skilled. He said, you can't approach a man like that the same. You gotta go break through your ceilings and win. Yeah, you gotta be on your best behavior. Eric R said like SRL versus Hearn. Yep, Sugar Ray Leonard. You gotta be on your best behavior, man. Look, the cold part about Sugar Ray versus Hearns, Hearns was winning the motherfucking fight. And he ended up getting stopped. Earl wasn't winning shit, but probably one round, maybe two rounds. Yeah. Napoleon Armstrong said, I left the link. Oh, Napoleon Armstrong, let me get out your business. Hip Hop number one said, man, you know I'm finna be butchering this motherfucking name. Rick Maval versus Cardina, Haney versus Lomachenko, Munguia versus Derenchenko is his top three this year so far. He said, I like Plant and Benavidez fight as well.
I think besides the last one, the Plant versus Benavidez, talking about like fight of the year type fights. I think the other three was some good selections. Um, Joet Gonzalez, his last fight, that's one of them. That was a good ass fight too. People forgetting about Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz. That was this year.
Yeah. Napoleon said, Bud landed 67% total power punches, nearly 70% power punches. Is the highest. Is the high. He has the KO Bud, and he can't batter Bud for 7 or 8 rounds. Hip Hop said a lot of these rappers just getting killed for being outside uh, and backwards. Wait, a lot of these rappers are getting killed for being outside. It's backwards. Like they should be outside. What's the name got a song too? Scared to come outside. Mo 3. Lala D said, oh, he didn't literally mean Nostradamus. You talking about me and with Emmanuel Stewart? Nah. I was just saying though, that was like spot on call with his assessment of Wilder and Fury. D said, I never watched the fight again. I'll watch it again. It did seem like Bud let the fight drag a bit longer. MZ said, I'm with you, Marlo. I'll watch it again. Yeah, watch it again. Like I respect skill, man. I'm not gonna sit there and like I said, like I don't. It don't matter what I think. The man didn't make no excuses. I ain't gonna make none for him. Shit, motherfucker got his ass. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. But you live to fight another day. Napoleon Armstrong said, if that drop in the second had occurred earlier in the round, Bud could have stopped him that round or the next. Joseph Brown said niggas complaining didn't buy it, but they scream at each other on panels that this their favorite fighter. Straight clown shit. Man. Hip hop say don't think I want to see the fight again. I'll be depressed seeing Spence get beat like that again. LOL. But respect due to Crawford. Okay, look. What if y'all don't watch it? Let's just say y'all don't watch it, and the outcome is the opposite. Uh, it wasn't Bud night, and Earl stopped Bud in the ninth round was beating the brakes off of him for 7 or 8 of the 9 rounds, and y'all missed it, or y'all didn't pay for it or something like that. Like Napoleon said, he ain't gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna support your fighter, and then knowing that goddamn it is possible that a motherfucker can go back and game plan for a motherfucker like that. Like just throw all the possibilities of boxing out the window. And just no way a motherfucker whoop that ass no more. Nothing that man can do. What if Bud get caught in the second round, early in the second round, and Spence finish his ass? Like that shit possible. I ain't just talking out the side of my neck now. I'm just wondering if y'all miss it and it happened like that. Are y'all gonna pay for the next one? Opponent Armstrong said. Earl aggression added power to Bud punches as he barged in with wide punches, which is classic Earl. That's true. Trey said Earl will look better not coming off a 17-month layoff. He might still lose, but he'll look better. He definitely doesn't need to wait on another layoff. Napoleon Armstrong said whatever new Earl brings adjustments will be made. That's 200% facts. Over Bud's whole career, Bud bet against those type of odds. Make no sense. He can't whoop Bud, period. Okay. Hip hop said hope so. MZ say Earl get to turn into Tim Duncan instead of Sean Bradley. Hip hop say rematches are often very different. Rarely pick same outcome. Napoleon Armstrong said Derek Bailey, that's timing. That's genius in slow motion. Tough to see. Bud started punches at the perfect time, accuracy. Joseph Brown said skills challenge fans are prisoners of the moment. Never think the fighter who lost can make adjustments and win a rematch. Yeah, it's throw them out the window. Might as well. That's what I was saying with that logic. That's why I see now that these fighters scared to lose. They be scared to take these challenges. They ain't gonna. The risk is the reward. You're gonna get a one-time reward. After that, motherfucker ain't gonna be checking for you no more. You done. Out of here. Eric R said they need to only prepare for Bud to be in the southpaw. They said you want them to switch to orthodox because that's the style Spence is used to. Nah, it's a reason why. Why do you think? Why do you think that? I'm not telling. That's not. Never mind. I would stick to what works. If anything, that's just the smartest shit to do. first of all, and make them prepared for what works. I'm not saying that that's what he needs to do. I'm saying that's what Derrick James seemed like that he was thinking, that they was only preparing for orthodox Bud, and they didn't get that. Like it was like they was shocked that he didn't come out like he normally does in the orthodox stand. He came out in the southpaw stand, and there was nothing, no adjustments made. Everything was like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that that's what he should do. I'm saying they should prepare for a southpaw stand, or prepare for what Bud gave them in the last fight is what, and clean up the mistakes that they made and prepare for that Bud. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Why would I change or ask Bud to change something that worked for him? Napoleon Armstrong said, not one thing Bud tried failed, not one thing. Napoleon Armstrong said, I said all along Derrick James was an ass because he knew he had no answers. Lala D said, let that be a lesson for Boots. Boots always bragging that he's a better switcher hitter than Bud because he has equal power in both hands. Bud proved that he has what he needs in both hands. Napoleon Armstrong said, on top of that, beating an embarrassment and doubt has to be overcome to all of an order, in my opinion. Ms. Lexley said, we've been talking for nearly 3 hours, for real. I'm trying to catch up in the comment. MZ said, I heard about that with Frank the Tank. Chad said, we talked about the man's strength many times. We literally saw the man deadlift 450 pounds and pick up Porter like a toddler and walk his ass across the ring. Eric R. said, Frank is tough, and I never heard him complain about getting hit. These talking to Trey X when he got y'all business. D said in a rematch, if Spencer gets dropped in the second, then twice in the seventh, then stop in the ninth, I would just die. I mean, it's possible, right? It's possible. That nigga don't come in. If that nigga come in just like he came last time, if that nigga get out of line, he'll be number 12. You know what I'm saying? Hip Hop said, thanks for answering the questions, panel. It's a bit of pressing questions at the time of night. No, it is a question. You gotta answer. Hip Hop said, nearly fight was good, yeah. Oh, you talking about nearly? Eric R said, I don't look at Bud as being a devastating puncher. He has good power, fast and accurate, very good punch placement. When I think of great punchers, I think Tank, Julian Jackson, Tyson. Eric R said, when punches make you do the weird shit. Eric R said, on the way down and you don't get up. Hip Hop said Julian Jackson was sick with the power. Haiti lost to that Gerald McCullum, though. Miss Lexley said, good night, sis. You right behind you. Oh, shit, I'm almost done. Eric R said, I want to see it again. I want a trilogy. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to support them. I'm going to support them both. I don't give a fuck what the outcome be. Motherfucking man try. Let me get out y'all business. Napoleon said, oh, I'm going to watch it. Oh, we know. MZ, everybody talking to Miss Lex. Eric R said, anything is possible. None of us really picked Eubank Jr. to win, let alone stop Smith. MZ said, I've been got out of line I've been getting out of line all my life. Facts. Hey, look, I've been on here way longer than I planned on, but I ain't tripping, man. Just be chopping it up with the fam. It's been a minute. But we're gonna get up out of here. Ivy, you wanna say something before we go?
Yeah, I know we stay like hella long. Tomorrow night, that's when MZ do his show. That's Musically Zone Talks Boxing. Y'all can look at that channel. We'll probably end up falling through over there tomorrow evening around I say like about like 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. So that's that's like extended family of the block family, the corner. So y'all can probably come through and mess with that too. That's it. I'm gone.
If y'all not subscribed, subscribe to MZ Musically Zone Talks Boxing. That's MZ. Hablo, salute, fam. Shit, we just about to close it out, man. Man, appreciate y'all coming through, chopping it up with us. Y'all already know, respect y'all opinions. It's always love. Shit, we be back on the next one. I think bro want to do some trivia, or I think he want to call the fight this weekend. But we'll see. If not, we be back Monday. Chopping it up. Hit the link. Chop it up with us. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Until next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym. Peace.